Alright, hello everybody. It's me. I'm back, and we are back with more Shadows over Loathing. I, I laughed just now just because it's like last time I played this game on stream, I got like the bug to play this sort of game, and I just ended up playing all the way through. I just ended up playing all the way through West of Loathing. Like I played the entirety of that game since last time we played and now. So yeah, that was interesting. It did remind me of all the differences between that game and this game, because in West of Loathing you wouldn't get, there wasn't like a skill system here, there was like a perk system, so like, you had these where you get like a bunch of little icons that are like, oh yeah, this gives you like, this bonus or this bonus. It's like, oh yeah, you're a Kurtz Fit enthusiast, so now you got plus 10 muscle, which was pretty cool. But in this game now, like, perks are here, but combat skills and basic skills also work the same way, where it's like specific things you have to buy. It used to be, what would happen is that in West of Loathing you would just directly put points into your stats, and directly into your stats and into your skills, which would cost increasingly more XP as you would level them up, which was interesting. But yeah. It's, now it seems like it's more about stacking these kinds of effects and, picking up, things like, and like, just when you level up, you just put them directly into this, or you read a skill book to pump up that skill, I guess. It's a bit more narrative rather than numerical, which I actually kind of like. Okay, so last I checked, Miss Brewster, there was a murder, I think, or like a disappearance we had to investigate. Your to-do list, there we go. Oh, nice. It used to be the way you'd get your to-do list in West of Loathing. You had to talk to your partner about it. Investigate Augustus Dirch's house for evidence about the missing cremains. Start your murder investigation of Miss Brewster's by checking out the scene of the crime in 3C, and report back to the guy at the Cola War surplus store on Plunkett Street in Ocean City about your grenade research. So yeah, we still need to check out Augustus Dirch's house, and we still need to deal with the mob at the refrigerator factory, but unfortunately we are dealing with, unfortunately I've been caught in the same trap that I was caught in Skyrim, and I'm getting sidetracked massively. Oh yeah, okay, I have to check out the crime in 3C. You unlock the door and put the key in the secret pocket you use for things that won't ever need to be referred to again. Excellent. You step into 3C and discover, holy crap, a massive pool of blood on the floor. And like Miss Brewster said, there's nobody in sight. Is there even this much blood inside a person? You can fish in it? Alright, let's see what I can get. Yoink. Nothing. Must be shallower than it looks. I'm not sure what I expected. You can fish in the mirror? Check. An ordinary wash basin, no clues here. There's also a mirror. Check yourself for clues. Hi, Musa. Smile. Oh god, we're doing this again. Get me back to the... Hang on. Fringe. Freak out. There we go. Back to normal. Alright, fishing rod. Got anything in the wash basin? What are we looking at? I got a handful of Huh? Pure water, untainted by even a container. We fished water out of water. Wow. Outstanding. What's under the rug? You roll up the rug and, whoa, what the heck? There's a crazy occult diagram underneath it. The lines and glyphs appear to have been burned onto the floor. You can see little blobs of melted candle wax at the points of the dodecagram, and it even smells faintly of weird incense. Was this some kind of ritual killing? Great. Like a regular old murder wasn't enough. The window's locked, so the killer must have come from inside the house. Nothing interesting about the bed, except that it's next to a massive pool of blood. Okay. We still haven't checked his cabinet. Oh, it's locked, okay. Well, we know there was a ritual component to the killing, I guess. Some high-heeled shoes have been carelessly left in the hallway. You're not sure which aspect of this would upset Miss Brewster the most. They'll be safer with you. Extra high heels. Elegant shoes for sophisticated ambulation. Makes your steps higher. Outstanding. Oh yeah, we are striding, boys. You see this shit, Gabby? I'm doing exceptional right now. This is fun getting into fights. You like a good fight, Gabby? Yes, there are not usually so many fights around here. What an excitement it is. I notice you do a lot of slapping. Do you know how to make a fist? A what? Here, look. You curl your fingers in like this and put your thumb over them here. That's a fist. You squeeze that all tight and hit people with these knuckles here. It's more powerful than a slap. Wow! Keen as a peach. Gabby's flap slap now deals 3 additional damage. We taught her how to punch. She was executing men without punching. I'm scared. Alright, Miss Brewster. Miss Brewster stands by the kitchen door, looking stern but strazzled. Well, Miss Brewster, I've had a look in room 3C. Did you find anything? I found a huge pool of blood. It was really gross. Did you find anything else? Yes, actually, an occult ritual circle. A what? Oh my goodness. You think it was some kind of black magic sacrifice? I'm afraid it looks that way. Yes, ma'am. Well, I've always felt a lodger's religion was no business of mine, but I won't stand for this one bit. Are any of your lodgers involved with the occult, do you know? I do recall that one of them specializes in selling occult supplies and paraphernalia, but I'm afraid I don't remember which one. You'll have to ask around. Okay. Wow, that's a... I'm glad we got that clue. It would have been really interesting if we didn't catch that until later. There's no response at 2C. Okay, there's a 2D. You knock on the door and a nervous-looking salesman peeks out. I'm warning you, I'm armed. Oh, I know you. Yeah, I think we've met before. You sell derringers, right? That's right, yes. You should buy one. There's a murderer on the loose. Actually, I'm investigating the murder. Oh, thank God somebody is. Well, what do you know about the other salesman here? I know that there's a guy who sells occult stuff. I give him a wide berth, though. All I know about him is that he doesn't live in the room below the sunglasses. Oh, God. Okay. Doesn't live in the room below the sun. Hang on, let me get the... I left my notepad here from last time we played this game. That's good. That's very good. I just need a writing implement. I'll be right back. Okay. Now let me check my chat real quick, because last time I had to move the thing a little bit. Okay, there we go. Hang on. Testing. Okay, there we go. Chat works. To those of you who don't know, last time I played this game, for some reason my chat froze, so I didn't know that there were multiple people like watching and chatting, and I just didn't know. Okay, so a little factoid. So not under sunglasses. Got that from 2. There we go. Nice. I know that there's a guy who sells occult stuff. I give him a wide berth, though. All I know about him is that he doesn't live in the cult room below the sunglasses salesman, and neither of them are the victim. Okay. 2C still has no response. 2B. You knock on the door, and a salesman sticks his head out. Yeah? Oh, hey, I know you. Oh, yeah, you're the guy selling pants from before, right? That's me. What's up? Want to buy some pants? Not now. I'm investigating the murder. Ah, yeah, real grisly business. Do you know the other salesmen that live here? Not really, just the guy who sells those little Derringer pistols. He was complaining about the guy who lives right above him. That's the Trinkets and Baubles guy, because he keeps making a racket dropping stuff on the floor at night. That probably doesn't help you much, though. Okay, so... Trinkets and Baubles. 3D, I guess, is what it would be. Well, it's something. Thanks. You knock on the door. Oh, it's just the door talking to us. Oh, hang on. Who's there? I'm not opening this door with a killer on the loose. I'm investigating the murder. Do you have any information that would help? There's a salesman here who specializes in occult stuff. That seems pretty suspicious to me. Which room is he in? I'm not sure, but it isn't the one above me. He doesn't live at the same end of the hall as the victim, either. Oh, same end of the hall as the victim. Okay. So... then... A or B? Who's in 3D? You knock on the door. A voice calls out without opening. Hello? Hi, I'm investigating the murder. How well do you know the other salesman here? I don't know any of these guys. Although I think there's this guy who sells brushes who's neighbors with a guy who sells pants. Okay. Brushes. And that was 2A, right? Next to the pants guy, because the pants guy was 2B. What was it? Yeah, this is Pants Man. Okay. Doesn't live above me, and he doesn't live in the end of the hall as the victim. A, so he's an A or B, not 3A. Okay, got it. Wait, hang on, let me check something. Where's one... Okay, there's no... Okay, there's actually not very many... There's not very many rooms here. So we've got... we've got... Oh, he has to be in 3B then, because he's not in 3A because he's not above that guy. Hello, who are... Okay, you knock on the door and a salesman looks out. Hello, who are you? I'm investigating the murder. What can you tell me about the people who live here? Well, I pretty much keep to myself. All I know about the other salesman is that the one who sells jokes and gags isn't the one who lives next to the one who lives above the one who sells brushes. So, jokes and gags, not... Not next to the one who lives above the one who sells brushes. Brushes are 2A, so he's not next to 3A. Well, that's this guy. This guy sells jokes. This guy claims he sells jokes and baubles. I think. That's 3A. You knock on the door and a salesman opens it. Yeah, something I can... Oh, hey, we meet again. Oh, yeah, you're the sunglasses guy. That's me, baby. What can I do for you? Well, I'm investigating the murder. Oh, no kidding? Yeah, I was hoping you could give me some information about the people who live here. I don't know. I don't really know any of these guys. There's a fellow that sells jokes and gags somewhere on this floor, I think. And there's a guy who still sells pants, but all I can tell you about him is that he isn't the guy right below me. Sorry. That's confirmed. Is jokes and gags in 3D? Hi, sorry to bother getting through there. Brushes salesman lives next to the pants salesman. Jokes and gags is not next to the... is not next to the sunglasses guy. So this is the guy. Yeah, 3B is the occult guy. Okay. Do we tell Miss Brewster that? Excuse me, Brewster. Who lives in 2C? They didn't answer, the door's locked. That's because 2C is my room. Oh, well, can I have a look inside? Certainly not. That's private. And you can't possibly imagine I would kill one of my own lodgers. That would be terrible for business. Guess you have a point there. Well, I think I figured out who the occultist is. Maybe if we confront him with it, he'll either confess or give us some usable information. Are you certain you know which one he is? I won't have you accusing the wrong fellow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Alright, shall we gather everyone together at the scene of the crime so you can do a dramatic reveal like in the novels? Sure, if you want. I must say, this whole murder business is simply dreadful, but it's the most interesting thing to happen here in years. Uh-huh. You head up to 3C, and after a few minutes, Miss Brewster meets you there with the salesman in tow. Alright, well, I suppose you're all wondering why I've called you here today. I assumed it was so you could tell us who did the murder? Yeah, that was my guess too. Right, yeah. So, as you can see by this weird circle on the floor, the killing probably had occult significance. Therefore, the most likely candidate is the occult goods salesman, who is the guy in 3B. What? No, I mean, yes, I do sell occult supplies, but that isn't even one of my circles. Are you actually accusing me of murder? No, I'm pretty sure you didn't kill anybody. Suddenly the wardrobe door flies open, and a salesman jumps out. Ha-ha! I fooled you all pretty good. Because this guy sells jokes and gags and stuff. Yeah, that's right. How do you like my new giant fake rubber pool of blood? Isn't it a scream? Yeah, it's pretty good. Here, let me give you something for being such a good sport, kid. We're in good health. You got an item. Foot's ring. This ring bears the insignia of the Fraternal Order of Traveling Salesmen, which is difficult to make out at this small size, but it might be a farmer's daughter. I don't know what that phrase means. Makes you more likely to encounter traveling salesmen. Hell yeah. Now, if you'll all excuse me, I gotta roll this blood back up, and 9 people in this tiny room is 8 too many. What a guy. What a guy. Well, I must say that went quite satisfactorily. Here's your pay, young man. You've earned it. Thanks. Glad to be of help. I'd say I'll call if I ever need your services again, but I think one exciting thing happening here every few years is quite sufficient. If it happens again, I'm just going to throw everyone out. Sorry about that. Alright, let's boogie. Alright. Oh, there's a thing we never dealt with. Let's go back to Plunkett. Oh, jeez. You stop dead in your tracks when you see 3 of those weird fishmen lurking in the mouth of an alley up ahead. They're peering around with their glistening, staring eyes and glurbling at each other quietly, until one of them notices you. It and its 2 companions start stalking toward you, making wet growling sounds. Ah, jeez. What even are you guys? Or? Well, are you evil invaders, or are you natives that were replaced by urban development seeking to reclaim what's rightfully yours? The fishmen confer briefly. Evil? Okay, thanks. As long as we're on the same page. I guess we could shove past him. I ain't got time for this malarkey. Get out of my way, chum. You shove past the fishmen whose slimy hands can't find purchase to grab you and stride away in my extra high heels. They glorble angrily at you, but either they're too startled to make any further issue of it, or they're trying to basically keep a low profile. Either way, you make it out of there unscathed, except for the fish slime. Nice. Another thing about West of Loathing that I'm curious, and I kind of hope isn't in this game, is that in West of Loathing, there's like multiple places you pop into where you're essentially supposed to grind. Like, it's just like, oh yeah, here's a thing, there's infinite enemies here if you want to fight them. And you could do that, and it was extremely tempting to do that because it was like, you had, it was extremely tempting because it would get you... Why is my brain stalling right now? It would get you a bunch of meat and XP, and that was nice because you would basically go, you would get a bunch of meat and XP, and that would help you get ahead and deal with what's next. But in this, it was kind of tedious after a while because you kept running into them. There was like 7 or 8 like monster fountains in that game that like you could just like grind forever, but I didn't want to. It was a little weird. Anywho, we've got 15 XP. Oh, I thought we had more than that. I guess we'll just save up for now. I don't know if I'm gonna have use for the rest of these. Well, I don't know if I'll pick up these cheap ones here, but I'm definitely interested in some of the other ones around here. So, I guess we'll save up. What do I want next? I kind of want to level up my abilities, but at the XP amounts we're getting, it doesn't really seem likely that that'll happen anytime soon, so I might go for something else. Okay, say hi. Hello, how's the grenade project coming? I threw all 6 of them, and 2 of them blew up in my face. 2 out of 6 isn't too bad. I think I can still sell them. In exchange for your research, I'll give you a discount from now on. How much of a discount? 200 meat in total. Holy shit. Total savings across all future purchases. Here you go. This seems less like a discount, more like a flat reward. I just don't like doing arithmetic. Honestly, fair. It's weird. My brain's still in like West of Loathing mode when I look at this game's art style. We could get some cigarettes, which will do nothing for me. Government. What's on fire? Smelling salts. Surplus color. Trench spork. What I have equipped is Mysticality +2 hot, and that's Mysticality +2 physical. I don't think I can re-equip weapons while I'm in the game in the fight. So I don't think I'll go for the trench spork. I think we're good for now. I think we'll just save the money for later, in case I need to buy something that offers skills. Let's double check the boardwalk store. Hey, I knew you couldn't keep away from a deal like this. It's just a coincidence. He pulls the pair of wax slacks out of his case. Look, man, no thanks. I forgot to check out the hobo signs and fucking in the. I forgot to check out the things, the hobo signs in the speakeasy on Plunkett Street. That's right. Oh, we know where the Glockenspiel store is now. Oh, should have read that. I thought we had already read it before. Hang on. Got the broken coconut. We should equip some hats and then get paid for that. Hey, welcome back, baby. Let me see that hat you're wearing. What is that, a broken coconut? Perfect, I love it. Here's your meat, baby. Spend it in good health and come back soon, okay? What else we have? Let's okay, we got the gas mask. We can do that. Hell yeah, 30 meat. I'm here to get paid. And then we'll put the fedora back on. All right. Back to Plunkett Street. Then we'll go to Gideon's. Then we'll check out the hat. Oh wow. Gabby takes a piece of candy out of her purse and tosses it in her mouth, then holds the purse out to you. Want one? Sure, thanks. Huh? Your purse is just entirely filled with saltwater taffy? Yes, it's Gabby's favorite. Root beer taffy. It isn't fizzy like actual root beer, but this root beer flavored saltwater taffy will heighten your magical abilities regardless. Maybe it's a placebo kind of thing. I guess I did hear somewhere that goblins process sugar really effectively and don't need as many vitamins as humans. Haha, jealous? A little bit, yeah. What about... Oh, it's until you use another potion. The food water potion thing in West of Loathing was different too, because in this game it's just you have one effect, looks like, per you got beer buzz from the booze and hefty and that's from a potion. So like you have one thing for food, one thing for booze, and one thing from a potion. Whereas in West of Loathing had an interesting system where depending on your the skills you built up, you could build. I think it was like grit, gumption, and glamour, were like the 3 extra stats you had besides muscle, mysticality, and moxie. And what grit, gumption, and glamour would all level up for you were your stomach, liver, and spleen capacities. And the higher those were, the more stuff you could stuff into those. So your liver determined how much booze you can drink, your stomach determined how much food you can eat, and your spleen determined how many potions you could consume, which was, I thought, was pretty funny. And we'll replace that. As you chew on the root beer taffy, you feel tendrils of mental energy reaching from your brain into the earth beneath you. You try to ignore all of the grubs and old trash and focus more on the mystical interconnectedness of it all. You gain an effect, the root of all things. That root beer taffy has grounded your mind. Like, wow, man. What? There was something else in that taffy. I don't know what Gabby's got in there, but that's not just sugar. Nothing going on here. Alright. There's some hobo code on the sidewalk here. The code reads Sandwich, April 18th, 1858. Huh. What's that all about? That has to be a West of Loathing reference. I'm missing it, though. This is fucking great. There's some hobo code carved into one of the tiles here. The code says grapes under here. You quickly pry up the tile, and sure enough, there are grapes. You got an item. Flora grapes, aged and flattened. Oh, take them to Fancy Dan. Which one is Fancy Dan? It's Fancy Dan. You're back, baby. I am. I found some flora grapes. Flora grapes, eh? Well, when life gives you flora grapes, you make floor wine, baby. Sounds like a plan. Oh, so you can get booze now that gives you armor. What's our current booze effect? +5 to max HP. I'll take the HP over the armor right now. I wonder if this street's gonna get more businesses, like, as we go, because, like, there's a lot of condemned business here, which makes me feel like there's space for, like, things to change. You come across a wall with a joke scrawled on it. It's only sort of ribald. Make it more ribald. You increase the ribaldity of the joke, and in doing so, increase the ambient ribaldity of the surrounding area. Move along. Oh dear. God. Only 29 unspent XP. That's not good for much. It's like 100. Looks, it's like 100 to get one of these, like. we read this? Oh, no, not yet. Parmesan missile. Advanced shoot. Oh yeah, the story is pretty boring, but it contains some very technically complex descriptions of advanced shooting techniques. Study them. You commit the techniques to memory, and then practice them by shooting the book to pieces with the nearest convenient handgun. Your mind is filled with tricky handgun techniques. You should get thee to a gunnery and practice them. Okay. Well, we're probably not going to use pistols, but if we ever find one that does, like, mysticality damage... The music just changed. Hang on. Done. These Glocklin guards are still playing their menacing tune on their glockenspiels. Hi, hello, what want you? Well, I want to look at the building behind you. The old Glockenspiel shop? That is our hideout. You are in there, not allowed. Aw, please? No, it is only for gang members, and that is the whole point of a hideout. I want to talk to your boss. Have you an appointment? No. Can I make one? No. I want to buy a Glockenspiel. You have a good taste in musical instruments, but our Glockenspiels are not for sale. Oh, come on, everything has a price. The price of a Glockenspiel is no meat. 9 meat? I'll pay you 9 meat for one. That joke does not work even. I want to fight you. Why does everyone fight the turtle, like, immediately? Ah, the ring. And 9 hot. I could take a man out right away. Or... Hang on. Alright, I have 2 AP. I can... How much does this cost? 1? 1. Alright. We'll execute this man with a flying slice of Swiss. There we go. And then we will incinerate this man. Tong! Ouch. Holy cow, she does 7 damage now. What's he doing? He's about to hit the turtle for 6. How much? Well, the turtle only maxes out at 6, so it doesn't matter if we heal him. What is it with the Glocklins in my turtle? Like, look at that, he just walks right past me. Doesn't even care. The turtle isn't even... Bert isn't even a threat to you guys. Oh my god. Oh, the turtle grows stronger. You won! The path to the Glocklin hideout is now unobstructed. Great. Probably pick up that sleaze armor. I like that. The world's sleaziest jokes, culled from the world's sleaziest toilet stalls. If you can stomach these, there won't be much left in heaven or earth that can scandalize you. Be shocked. And Pitt the Elder said, "Why, under the wig of a wig, my dear." Huh? Wait. Oh no, that's disgusting. You spent 30 XP. You got a perk. Hurt them all. It takes a of a lot to make you blush. There's still a lot of filth to wade through here. You have 4 unspent XP. Not right now. It'd be cool to, like, basically negate a whole source of damage. The owner of this place had added a huge wasp nest in case the keep out sign wasn't sufficient. Oh dear. Can we teach Gabby how to operate the Glockenspiel? God, that is some threatening glocking I'm hearing. Hang on. This goblin is pounding out music that sounds like a quaint mountain village being completely wiped out by an avalanche of tiny sparkling jewels. Wow, you're really going to town on that thing. On the contrary, I'm playing it right here. You reach around behind the goblin and tap them on the opposite shoulder. When they turn to look, you deftly snag the mallet out of their hand. Oh, hey, where is my mallet went there? It was wild. You're playing so fast you accidentally threw it right out the window. Don't worry, I'll save your place here while you go look for it. Oh, thank you. The goblin scampers out the door. This goblin is pounding furiously on the glockenspiel. It sounds like the background music they'd use in a war documentary if the documentary was about dogfighting raids made by an air force entirely consisting of butterflies. Hey, could you maybe... Jeez, you're really sweating up a storm. I am so tired, but I must on play. Their hands and the rest of them look really sweaty. You could probably yank the little mallet right out of their grasp, but that would require getting in sweat spray range. Ugh. Hang on. Can we operate the gas mask to protect me from the stench? I need something more. Do you have any accessories that help with? No. Rings, maybe? No. Ants? Goose? No. Food? Does any of this give? No. Okay. I guess we'll eat the tack. Hard tacky. The tack you ate is preventing damage to your stomach the way a stove door would if you had hidden it under your shirt. Ah, you tried to chew up the tack, but eventually just give up and swallow it whole. Ow. Alright, well, whatever. What about this guy? Hey, could you do me a favor and stop playing that glockenspiel for a while? No, never. Please? Then this music is my life. I will never to stop. What's our muscle? 1. Ooh. Let's see. Got Moxie and Mysticality, and then Armor and Mysticality. I don't think we could stop that guy, because we do not have any muscle. That's really tragic. What about this guy? This goblin is hammering out music that sounds like tiny crystalline snowflakes combining together into a blizzard that destroys the entire Midwest. Hey, could you stop playing for a bit? Haha! No! Trick them into stopping. You waggle your fingers mystically at the goblin. You want to stop playing and leave the room. That is not the case! Why did your eyes all swirly go? Huh, does hypnosis not work on goblins? I guess it does not. Well, you should leave because the acoustics are bad in here and your music will sound much better outside. Oh, okay. The goblin scampers out the door. Alright, this goblin looks a bit tougher than the others. Also, they're at the back of the room, so they're probably the boss. They look both delighted and outraged to see you, since that's a tricky combination of emotions to imagine. Let's just go with excited. As you step up closer to speak to the goblin, you notice that they appear to be wearing authentic German lederhosen, rather than the makeshift shorts and suspenders getup that the other Glocklins are wearing. Not that you're an expert on traditional European fashions or anything, though. They sneer at you with glittering eyes. So, you break my house in, and beat my guards together? Think you can Gunther the boss the Glocklins defeat? You pause for a second to parse this. Without a doubt. Ha! You think goblins are pretty stupid, I bet. But you have one other thing coming. If I don't feel like having a conversation about goblin intelligence, can I just say yes and then we fight? Sure. No, I know goblins aren't as dumb as they seem. Oh, yes? What know you about that, huh? Well, I read a magazine article about it once. A lot of it went over my head, but basically since goblins are fungal creatures instead of mammals, their brains work pretty differently, and they find it really hard to extrapolate from familiar experiences to unfamiliar ones. So when they're dealing with novel situations, they tend to just make wild guesses about how they're supposed to behave. Oh, I am actually surprised. Furthermore, because of the way they pass knowledge to their children, goblins are always really excited about having lots of novel experiences. So they're constantly putting themselves in situations where they have no idea what to do deliberately. Okay, in fact, know you much about it. I am a little impressed. Why know you so much about these things? I was stuck in a dentist waiting room for a while and didn't have anything else to read. So now what? Okay, well, you've proven that you goblins are not. You've proven that you goblins not are dumb think, but that was really just a rhetorical question. Yeah, I guess I was showing off a little. So, we have now a fight, yes? Okay, yeah, sure, let's fight. What damage does he use? He uses Moxie. Okay, we can reduce that. Presto Stiltono. One more time. Presto Rockforto. Alright, we've got his Moxie down to 4, so he only does 4 damage. 2 healing, decreases. We could use the leftovers. I think we're good. We've got good damage. And I could keep just reducing his Moxie. Ouch. Oh yeah, this guy's donezo. Gabby's too powerful. Oh, sorry, Gabby. Don't worry, I've got this guy. Outstanding. You won! Gunther has spieled his last Glock in this place. He slinks off to find some other venue to terrorize with his plinking. His remaining Glocklins look at each other and scurry out. Excellent. We've got we acquired 7 XP. I'm not used to having the numbers be this small. Because, like, in West of Loathing, I was used to getting... Well, because I finished the whole thing. This must be full of Glockenspiel wrenches? Open it. Just regular tools, it turns out. 11 in 1 oil. According to the fine print of the can, 11 of the world's religions are actually part of a larger secret religion, understood only by the old man who owns the company that makes this oil. Increases your moxie by 1. Oh, that's useful. And spray on asbestos. Safe and effective fireproofing in a convenient aerosol can. Between this and the cigarettes, they're having a lot of fun with the medical knowledge of the 20s. Hot armor to a pair of pants. Ooh. Wow, an upright glockenspiel. This would look good in your room. Drag it there. Hey, it's that rug from the boarding house. Miss Brewster must have had it sent to you as an additional gesture of gratitude. Or because she hates the way it looks and thinks it's cursed. Either way, score. Thrilling. Alright. Well, we teleported back to the antique store. Charles, we were supposed to speak to this guy about something, right? Yeah. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you up. We had quite a morning already. See that bookshelf over there? Just bought it. It's a real rare find, Musa. Came from a 17th century cargo ship, the Mustflower. Wow, that's quite a provenance for a bookshelf. Yeah, it was the ship's wheel. Captain brought the Mustflower out of the dock, couldn't steer, drove into a starfish, the whole thing sank instantly. Anyways, anything I can help you with? I saw your name in the visitor's book at St. Polycarp's. Oh, sure. I do a little whittling to pass the time now and then, and sometimes I go by St. Polycarp's to look at their gargoyles. Here, have one. He opens his desk drawer and tosses you a little wooden gargoyle on a leather cord. Ooh, spooky armor. The base has the motto, "Keep on truckin'" carved into it. That's adorable. Alright, see you around, man. Do I have anything? I do not have anything cursed yet. Still working on that. There's a main quest we straight up just have not interacted with. Or we could investigate Dirch's house. If I'm over-prepared for the main quest and I fucking blast through the guys, that's exactly what I want. Hands in the air, bucko. You're on Tin Lizzie turf, and this is a stick-up. You turn to see a woman in oil stain coveralls pointing a gun-like tool in your direction. What the? Is that a caulking gun? Stick-up isn't usually such a literal phrase. Actually, it's a grease gun, so I guess it's more like a slick-up. Gross. Everybody's a critic. Give me your wallet. You pull out your wallet and nervously fumble it, dropping it out the woman's feet. When she growls and reaches for it, you swiftly grab her wrist and twist the grease gun out of her hand. Hey! Looks like the grease is on the other lug nut? Honestly, I don't know anything about cars. You're gonna regret messing with the Tin Lizzies. I'm gonna regret touching this filthy grease gun more. Go on. Scram. Tin Lizzie grease gun. This isn't really intended to be used as a weapon, but that's never stopped you before. Hey, I'm using barbecue tongs. I can't argue. Deals your moxie plus 2 sleaze damage. Right. I don't know how to get into this man's house. 11, 10, 82. I don't know how to... Yeah, I don't know what to do about Dirch's house, that's right. 11, 10, 82. There's something to do with, like, a date somewhere, but I haven't run into that. Alright, let's go to the fridge factory. You see oh god. You see an IRS agent through the window of a diner struggling with his paperwork. Correct his calculations. Popping the cap off a red pen, you lean through the window over and make a few improvements to his work. You pat him on the head and walk off whistling as he shouts terrible curses at your back. Honestly, there wasn't all that much to correct. Wow. I'm an asshole. Fabulous. Alright, fellers. Well, you take... Hang on. Go back later. Moxie 3. Can we make something happen here? Because I don't want to spend all of my money. Put on some sunglasses. Oh, hell yeah. We can put on some sunglasses. Do we have any Moxie pants? Got mysticality pants. Do we have any, muscle, physical armor, Moxie, sleeves armor, maximum HP. We could grease it up. Although that'll reduce my magical weapon of damage. I could just fight the guys, although the game says that's very hard, and I don't. That guy has a shotgun. I'm not sure how that'll. I don't think that'll go well for me. Sorry, I was just double checking to see if that was anything interesting. This is the stamp. Okay, that's something else. There's a lot of dates. We're seeing a lot of dates. I wonder what the deal is with that. Honestly, we seem to be making a lot of money, so I guess we could just, like, hand them 300 meat. Looks like I'm a little light. Would you take 300? Well, alright, that sounds pretty fair. You hand over the meat. Thanks, and welcome to the club. Yeah, welcome. Thanks, I guess? Here's your membership ring. He hands you a ring, and the whole group of monsters wander off, divvying up your meat as they go. You got an item. A fop bum egg ring. This ring marks you as a member of an elite society of people who pay bribes to extortionate criminals in order to achieve your non-criminal goals. Gain 3 to 5 extra meat after combat. Oh, hell yeah. It's a refrigerator truck, but not the kind you're probably thinking of. If 2 counts as a fleet, they have a whole fleet of these things. Wow, it's really cold over there. I need cold armor? What the hell? What's in the... These fridges are brand new and empty, and thus quite boring. This workbench doesn't seem big enough for refrigerator repairs. The chest of tools for fixing upright refrigerators. Oh shit. Look at all this stuff. 11-in-1 oil, a disposable ratchet. The greatest trick of the marketing department of Black & Decker ever pulled was convincing people these were single use. Oh my god, they're like Allen wrenches. You ever build a piece of furniture and it comes with an Allen wrench and then you just like immediately misplace the Allen wrench and then you just find it way later? Sorry, drinking some water. And a sharpening stone. This is such a high quality sharpening stone that it even works on things that don't have blades. Add 1 bonus damage to a weapon. Ooh, I can upgrade my tongs. Anarchist hardware. A collection of pipes and cannon fuse and... Well, mostly just pipes and cannon fuse. Anarchy is pretty straightforward. I believe it. Oh, cool. We can make fancy combat items. Oh, baby. 10 physical damage to all enemies. It's just a nuclear bomb. Okay. You put the radioactive material inside a regular bomb, making it a special new kind of bomb. A deadly blend of old-timey iconography and newfangled atomic technology. In your face, Oppenheimer. What about, so we can make an ectoplasmic nugget, which does 5 spooky damage and reduces mysticality, but I actually do want to make that. Because I'd rather, wait, how much? Oh, we can make a couple of these. Okay. Because I'd rather, there's like, you can do damage in like one go, but there's also, there's like a, you can do like a, I feel like when it comes to fighting a boss or something, it's better to like reduce their, like whatever stat lets them do damage. Like, you know how like we took out the Glockland boss pretty quickly? Like, that's because I was able to reduce his moxie to like nothing. Alright. It looks like something is going down over there. Hide and watch. It's all there. All 40 cases. It's all in their Gluck. You got the meat. Dark Noel! What are you doing here? Surprise inspection. Oh, interesting. What the fuck is going on? What the heck? God. No time to check this out. You should go and see what's going on over yonder. There seems to be a bit of a standoff between the mob guys and the other ones. Cautiously approach. The lady in the weird crimbo hat glares at you as you approach. I don't recall inviting you to this party. Are you going to introduce yourself? None of your business. What's wrong with your hat? Nothing at all. A crimbo hat is appropriate for all seasons. It's all spooky and like... It's cutting a hole in the world. I'm sure I have no idea what you mean. Oliver dear, are you busy? I can't read Arabic. Be a dear and kill this guy, would you? Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to make a sound. The Crimbo lady smiles and leaves the same way she came in a horrible, weird spiral of negative space. The weird shadow monster that was once a person turns to face you. Hello? Shadows begin to gather around him. Abstract, menacing shapes. Wait, can I... You can reach the controls through the broken window. Press the green one. The red one. You're pretty sure the red button opens the jaws of the crane, so you don't think this is a good idea right now. Well, buddy, you know, you might be an eldritch abomination whose head is cutting a hole through the fabric of reality, but I've got a fridge. You're pretty sure the red button opens the jaws of the crane, and that Gluck guy, that thing, well, he's right underneath it. You definitely want to press it? No way I'm taking the heat for this. Let's skedaddle. He's fucking dead. There's very little left of this poor fellow. He's got a pocket watch clutched in one hand and some business matters clutched in the other. Neither of those hands is attached to an arm anymore. The ticking of this pocket watch sounds hollow and ominous. You don't like it. It's just wrong once per fight. You got an item, bank pouch full of meat. Any cash payment that's too small for a briefcase must be contained in a leather zipper pouch. It's the law. You got an item, deed to the speakeasy. A legal document regarding an illegal establishment. You take a quick look at the deed. This must have been Oliver Gluck, the owner of the speakeasy. This booze looks dangerous, and it also appears to be tainted with some kind of sinister magical energy. I can't interact with it. Oh, huh. This fridge is plugged in. A little note on it says, experimental, not for lunches. The fridge has been fitted with an experimental automatic ice cube maker. Unfortunately, it's made one single gigantic ice cube that fills the entire fridge. I guess if you ever need a block of ice as big as you, here's where you can get it. I mean, you never know. Oh my goodness. Fishing in this man's remains would be in poor taste. I mean, he wasn't really a man. He was kind of, you know... You don't have to leave the building to open your map, by the way. You just click the napkin up there, hit M to head back to Pluckett Street with a quickness. No, I wanna... Do I have anything that gives me cold? Sorry, this is gonna happen a lot. I'm just gonna keep checking, like, my entire inventory to see if I've got something. Perfect cube for shaved ice. Yeah, it is. You just need, like, a chisel, I guess. Well, we've got stuff that can give me, like, hot armor and stuff, but I don't see any cold armor, per se. Okay. Doesn't look like it. We'll be on the lookout for some cold armor in the future. Let's go back to Pluckett Street, I guess. You barely have time to react as the ground shakes and shudders violently without warning, then bursts in a rain of earth as several large, slimy tentacles force their way out of the ground, writhing and twisting and groping at their surroundings. Incidentally, the reaction you barely had time to make was, ah! Alright. Ouch. Bad start. Hang on. Take out this guy. Abracavati. God, I am powerful. No one can handle my barbecue. Ouch. It's a good thing me, reading all of those dirty jokes have made me more resistant to tentacle slime. Yeah, this game makes sense. Not Bert! Zeus! What are you doing, buddy? The turtle didn't do anything about it. I forgot about the lightning ring, yeah. Alright, you won. They're gonna need 10 of those things if they want to tackle you. Oh, curious. You follow a trail of disturbed earth and cracked pavement from the place where the tentacles popped out of the ground to the place where presumably they popped in. And by presumably, I mean obviously, because that place is a house with slimy, wriggling tentacles poking out of all its holes. Did you have to phrase it that way? There's a tentacle house. Investigate the tentacle house. Wow. Are you sure? Yeah? Okay, it's your super gross funeral. Oh my god, look at the icon for it. Is this like a... Either someone's pet Kraken escaped or someone opened a portal to the Waggle dimension. Ugh. How much XP do I have? Okay. It seems like this house used to be quite nice. Tall ceilings, nice wallpaper, fancy molding everywhere. Now, however, the wallpaper is peeling, the plaster is crumbling, and there's tentacles poking out everywhere. It's a real fixer-upper. Hello? Anyone call for a tentacle exterminator? I don't think anyone called for a tentacle exterminator, but if you want to do some pro bono extermination anyway, I also don't think anyone's going to stop you. Well, maybe except the tentacles. Let's go. You think rent in the neighboring buildings is affordable? I don't know. I feel like if the rent went down, you'd have a lot of people like fighting to move in next to the tentacle house. Like, could you imagine if it was a situation where it was just like it's like oh yeah, I heard like a building like 3 streets down just like exploded and now there's just tentacles coming out of it. You're like, oh boy, I bet that neighborhood's way cheaper to live in. Now let's move. So, you know, you got to take advantage. This toilet is old and damaged, but it appears to still be functional. 15 XP for flushing the toilet. Holy cow. We can get good eyesight. Give me more stuff. There we go. This sink has a cracked bowl and a grubby tap. Look at that. Somebody lost a ring in the drain. Unfortunately, your fingers are just long enough to grab it. Ring of repulsion. Ironically, you're really drawn to it. Begin every combat shielded. That could be nice, but I really like the lightning ring. I like the meme factor to it. I like that I'm leaving my fate, and most importantly, my turtle's fate in God's hands. This bathtub is filled with a fluid you'd rather not consider. Well, let's see what else is in there. Anything good? You unclog the drain, and the tub empties itself with a nauseating gurgle. I got a glob of wet hair. This would be disgusting even if it wasn't wet. Holy shit. Okay, I got 15 XP from the toilet, and I got a pretty good item, so I'm kind of concerned. Oh, swell, a massive colony of roaches in the walls. This house is a real peach. The stove is remarkably clean on the outside. Check the inside. Ah, yes, all the filth is on the inside. That makes sense, I guess. These tentacles must have been in the mood for a snack. Give them an attack instead. Okay, these tentacles aren't that tough. I was a little concerned at first, but I'm fine. Zeus has my back. I kind of don't want him to have my back, but whatever. The turtle grows stronger. Tentacle skin hat band. You're not entirely sure that the inside of a tentacle is any different than the outside, but if it is, this is some of the outside part. Add 1 spooky armor to a hat. Delicious. There is exactly 1 drawer left intact. A wise person said that fishing is not a good use of time, but that person probably didn't have as much spare time as you. Jackpot, it was a trunk drawer. You grabbed the choicest bits. A paperclip. From multinational treaties to 4th grade homework assignments, the humble paperclip has dutifully girded our sheaves since whenever the humble paperclip was invented. Increases a target. Oh my god, it increases your stench armor because you put the paperclip on your nose. That's funny. You got an item, self-adhesive rivets. It's always good to have some of these on hand in case you need to do some emergency pants repair. Add 1 physical armor to a pair of pants. Nice. Also, let's fish. We have yet to use this rod for like a pond. After a brief struggle, you reel something in. A tentacle seed. The company that sells these things has never done a satisfactory job of explaining why. There's a company selling tentacle seeds? Grow a tentacle to aid you in combat. Wow. Anything else in there? Is this repeatable? Oh my god. You find an empty bag nearby that you can use to hold any fish you manage to reel in. Nice, you caught a fish skeleton. You toss it in your fish sack. This is a bag of all the terrible fish you've caught. It's pungent. You fished a fish skeleton. Oh, you can do this for money. Interesting. Oh, and I've caught everything. I got a second. It's just a fish skeleton again. You toss it in your fish sack. Outstanding. Oh my god, and if you come back tomorrow, you can fish more. That's cool. I might be overreacting, but I like fishing. This refrigerator almost certainly contains horrors beyond your reckoning. Give me them. Ah, no. No horrors. Just some very old food. This game. This is like exactly what I want from Eldritch Horror. I want comedy, you know? This is like, it's like an even goofier version of like what Fallen London has going for it. 3 tentacles have erupted from the floorboards here. Interrupt the eruptors. Fight. Oh no, Gabby. Oh dear. I fucking love that I'm fighting the unspeakable with cheese. It's just outstanding. This is exactly the life I wanted to lead. God damn it, Zeus. The man doesn't care. Rickety stairs lead to the second floor. The store is locked. I guess we're going up. I feel like going into this house is like, what is it? Isn't there that meme where it's like there's a guy looking at something going, aha, yeah, horrors beyond my reckoning. Nice. Empty before a single hanger. We've got a hanger. You're not sure why anybody would want to wear a coat made of wire, but whatever. God damn it. Oh, ew. God damn it. This ring, I swear. Oh, that one's level 12. Oh, and it buffs everybody. Okay, we should kill all the other tentacles first then. That is a gnarly sound I just heard. The cheese, it's extra squishy. That's not what I expected when they said the tentacle dances. I wasn't expecting it to detach itself and hop around, I'm not gonna lie. That was... like, my head had like a couple different things in it, but that was not one of them. This game, baffling in all ways. Yeah, rendered this room slightly less terrible, as is my sworn duty. This game is full of surprises. You can't even begin to guess what kind of furniture this was. Sure I can. Okay, that's smarty pants. What do you think it was? A bent wood rocker. No. It was a cabinet. Incorrect. Vanity? Guess again. A bureau. Incorrect. A picnic table. A sectional sofa. A cart. A lounge chair. A writing desk. Folding screen. Is it a vanity? Hammock? Shelf? Bunk bed? Crib? Chase lounge? Cot? A curio? Secretary? Futon? Beanbag chair? It's wood. Throne? Headboard? Waterbed? Tuffet? Four-poster bed? A fauteuil? I have no idea. Club chair? Folding screen, stool, divan. I give up. I told you couldn't guess. Yeah. This nightstand is mercifully tentacle-free. The top drawer is filled with dirty handkerchiefs, blah, but you find a jewelry box and a key in the bottom one. A small jewelry box, which will come in handy if you need to move some jewelry from place to place and you don't want to wear it on the trip. Tentacle house key. You found this key in a nightstand in the tentacle house. Okay. Oh shit, no, I'm not strong enough for that. This is the locked door, right? You leave the key in the lock for safekeeping. Oh boy. A shelf full of long expired cleaning products. There's Gabby. This is intimidating, the silhouette. Powerful creature. All of the fuses are missing from the fuse box. Okay. Those are the stairs. Done. A shelf full of long expired cleaning products. The cellar is way too dark for you to go any further. Yes, you have a flashlight, but you and I both know that flashlights are only good for making dark places visible, not for making them any less scary. Yeah, I've played. Oh, yeah, okay, there's something over there. Alright, we need to find some fuses. Gabi is ready to throw down, squared the fuck up. She's looking like a fucking brick shed in the darkness. I guess the only thing left to investigate would be the door we can't break down. This door is barred from the other side. If the bar is anything like the rest of this house, that won't take much to break it. Well, it's obviously too much for me with my little baby stick arms. The only thing I have the strength to hold up is a pair of barbecue tongs, regrettably. Alright, let's go uncurse this watch. An elderly man with thick eyeglasses shuffles up to you with a determined expression. Before you can react, he shoves some meat in your... Oh god, that again. Oh yeah, we've already had this one. The old man that shoves his meat in your mouth. I remember that one. Regrettably. I am unfortunately familiar. I found the watch. It was complicated. I'd be more surprised if you told me it was simple. Well, you know the drill. Strap it on and jump in the uncursing machine. It's a pocket watch. It doesn't... Just uncurse the thing and get some sleep, okay? You look like you've been through the ringer. I won't dispute that. We've got 22 XP. We could develop a strong back. I'm noticing that like all of the skills are kind of relevant, so I might round up my bases a bit. You sit in the chair, which is surprisingly comfortable, and pull the weird metal dome thing down over your head. What would you like to uncurse today? The pocket watch. The machine snorts the pocket watch up into its dome and begins its strange and loud work. The pocket watch is pulled this way and that. Its ticks become kits, and its talks cots. And as its three hands are forcibly bent back, you swear you hear screams. And then it's done. The watch falls into your lap. Hands now set to 21:09:23. So 8:09 and 23 seconds. You got an item, uncursed pocket watch. The watch is cursed, now resides within the machine. Oh, it's 9:09, 23 seconds. Sorry, I don't know math. The watch is cursed, now resides within the machine. Want to project your consciousness into it? What does this do? Now that it's free of the taint of that shadow energy, it's just a boring, regular watch. If you think about it, though, being on time for things is kind of like a magic power. It reduces all of an enemy's stats by 3, so that's pretty good for a watch. Alright, let's go deal with this curse. In your mind's eye, you see the hands of a pocket watch spin back on themselves with jittery violence. With each revolution, the face of the watch itself expands until it is larger than you, and the building, and the street. Your whole world lives in the blur of the fast-running hands, in which you see life go by in reverse time. Submarines turn into longships, cities to stone dwellings, cowboys to courtesans. Interesting. You are traveling faster and faster to the beginning of time itself, and there's no telling when this ride will end. Hold on tight. No. 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 Calliope is still sleeping on a towel. Eat the cat? No. It's that door to nowhere. With those two salad forks? No, you lack the opposable thumbs necessary to turn a doorknob. You're completely contained in here, unless you figure out how to open doors. I don't know anything about dexterity. I'm a dinosaur. Break the door down. I'm a big dinosaur. You slap your prehistoric tummy against the wood, but it doesn't even make a dent. Maybe that's why the dinosaurs went extinct. Couldn't open doors. Rawr. Rawr. I need dexterity. Do I have a character sheet? I don't. It's Charles Wallace. Eat Charles. Rawr. Hey, easy does it, baby. We're all hungry. Please help. I'm a dinosaur. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Yeah, baby, yeah. Huh, what's that? Credit card. Well, fucking okay, Charles. Pull out the drawers. Unstitch the rug. 200 dexterity. They're just messing with me. That's rude. Check for messages. You check the message pad next to the phone. There's a note for you. Dinosaur. No phone number. Eat phone. Outstanding. Knock the chair. You gain 1 dexterity. Oh, is this what we're supposed to do? The chess set, the cosmic battle between light and dark, church and horses. Radio isn't tuned to a station. I'm not eating the cat. Cats are not. Eat gat. There's no way. Well, there, boss. What's got y'all horns and rattles? Been dipping into the nose paint again? Gabby doesn't talk like that. Sure is, partner. Sure is. Hey, Gabby. I'm a dinosaur. Whoop-pa, pew. I'm the quickest draw. Oh yeah. Pew. I'm the quickest draw in the West. Sure enough. Can you open the door for me? Ooh, I don't know. Never had a head for puzzles, Musa. That's got me right funkified. Everything's wrong. Nothing's right. The door to your bedroom. Open it. 10 dexterity. Break it down. 7 muscle. To do. Open a door. Eat Jessica. Eat cat. Add to the list is 8 dexterity. Jessica looks pretty busy. Eat Jessica. What strangeness afflicts thee? Never mind, for the sun transits the horizon, and I grow ever the more in need of thy assistance. Understand, whilst you sleep under this roof, thou art my lodger, and a signature on this paperwork is by me required. What did you A provocative remark, sir, and by thee well made. Can you open these doors for me? Snarl? Curious, sir, for I do not believe those doors to be locked. Well, what do I know? And thou wilt find in the telephone table thither a key to satisfy thy need. Take your leave. Oh dear. Why? Okay, that didn't work. Okay, I tried to eat the cat. I was out of other options. I woke the cat up at least. I need one more point of dexterity. The cat has to be relevant to something. Can I go outside? No, I can't. What does a cat do? There's a puzzle here. I'm not sure what to do quite. Does Charles have anything to say? Real groovy pocket watch you got there, Musa. I like the way it ticks. You understand me? Rar. A lot of power on that timepiece. A lot of power. Would you make a promise to me, baby? Would you promise not to throw that power away? A lot of good can be done with that groovy power, baby. Charles doesn't call me baby. Rar. I hear you, kitty cat. What do you say, kitty cat? Will you do me a promise? Promise not to throw away the groovy power on that timepiece? Yeah, let's do it, man. Groovy, kitty cat. Absolutely smashing. Shake on it, kitty cat. Nope. Can I flip? Oh, shit, I can. Nice call, buddy. Alright, I can open doors now. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, the power. You expend considerable effort wrangling your claw around the knob, only to find the drawer is locked. Outstanding. I've got 3 now. Or I should have 5 now, actually. Shake hands. A solid, strong handshake. Gain 1 dexterity. So I've got 6. I need 100 dexterity to pick the lock, or I can eat the table. Your stomach is bigger than your brain, and you devour the entire table in a few quick bites. The key to the doors now lies safe and sound in your dinosaur stomach. Nice! A collection of Latin literature. Read a book. You can't relate to most of the books they have here, but there's one travelogue by a diplodocus that proves moderately diverting. It's Murray's desk, piled with books and papers. You peruse the newspapers, claws making only minor holes in the pages. 10 dexterity. Alright, I've got 8 now. Add to the list. Your talons carve the letters HALP into the chalkboard. Okay, I've got like 9 now, I think. Okay, nothing else to be said with Charles. Can't interact with the cat. I've scared it too much. With 1 more point, I could do something else. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Whilst thou tarry, good sir, the absence of thy John Hancock on my paperwork grows ever more urgent. Thy signature, if it pleases thee. You scrawl an uneasy line. I'm much obliged, Musa, and I hope from now thy sleep is all the more sweet for its legal correctitude. Alright, we can open doors now. I don't like being here. So, we meet at last. Well, with I looking the older man, I thought you were far older than I shall ever be. Arara, we are the Alpha and the Omega, you the beginning of time, and I its end. Will you walk with me, dear friend, to watch the death of our world and the birth of another? I'm just trying to uncurse the pocket watch, pal. Rawr. Oh. Tick, tick, tick. The hands of the uncursed pocket watch beat on. Boats with the current borne correctly into the future. You pull the pocket watch out and look at it. It's gained some luster. Oh, now it reduces all by 5. Now that it's free of the taint of that shadow energy, it's just a boring regular watch. If you think, oh wait, it's still same description. Okay. The curse is lifted and time is in its rightful home, and you no longer have a tail. Yeah, baby. I do not want a tail. Last thing I need is another thing to worry about. Alright. Anything I can help you with? Charles seems preoccupied. He keeps checking his pockets and the drawers of his desk. Lose something? Yeah, I seem to have misplaced the chuck key to my drill. What's a chuck key, Chucky? Charles raises an eyebrow. It's a little twisty thing for tightening the chuck on a drill. Any idea where you lost it? Can't have gone too far. The cord on this thing got stuck in the outlet, and it's not long enough for me to drill anything that isn't in this neighborhood. I can help you look for it. Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Like I said, it's gotta be nearby. Just wander around. I'm sure it'll turn up. There's a button on your map labeled Wander. Yeah, okay. Wander. Gabby takes it. Oh, no. Need another piece of candy. Sure thing. Want one? Sure, thanks. You know you're supposed to take the paper off first, right? What? The skin? This is where all the vitamins are. Okay, Gabby. One more time. As you're walking down one of Ocean City's residential streets, good old wander tactics. Hey, I'll end up somewhere and find something. That's what I trust in. As you're walking down one of Ocean City's residential streets on the way to where you're going, you hear eerie music coming from the upstairs window of a nearby house. Zimmer's house. Okay. You see a glint of metal underneath a nearby bush. Hey, this must be that thing Charles Wallace lost. Nice. Is there anything else to see? It's the way of the Old West to wander. You bump into that nervous Derringer salesman from before. Oh, it's only you. Yeah, sorry. Did you change your mind about purchasing one of my easily concealable personal defense weapons? No thanks. Alright, well, if you get murdered, don't come crying back to me. Yeah. Remember that one. If we buy something from them, do they change their inventory? That might be worth buying it for that. More tentacles. Well, that's one taken care of. Abracadabra. Just a cowboy with a pair of tongs. Radical. Alright. Found your Chuck key. Yeah, Charles the key. That's it, thank you. Where'd you find it? Under a bush. Oh yeah, probably that bush I was drilling holes in the other day. You gained 10 XP. Well, now what can I do for you? Nothing else. Jessica looks pretty busy, but then she always does. That letter from Uncle Murray was a real surprise. I didn't read it. What did it actually say? Basically, he just asked if I could come visit him because he needed help with something big, and he knew I had an adventuresome spirit. Adventuresome spirit? Yeah, that's Murray, alright. I haven't seen him in ages. I mean, I only ever saw him at Crimbo, and sometimes he came with us when we went camping in the summer, but after I moved out to go to college, we kind of lost touch except for birthday cards. But you dropped everything to come see him? I wasn't carrying anything of value. Just a crappy desk job that I was sick to death of. Well, working here will definitely be more exciting than working at a desk. You yourself are working at a desk right now. Yeah, but you aren't taking over for me. You're taking over for Murray. Well, let's just hope it's a temp gig. Oh yeah. Hey Jessica, not to dispute the importance of collecting those weird artifacts or anything, but I'm worried about Uncle Murray. How's this helping find him? Oh, I guess I didn't really explain that. See, the Detectatron 1000 is new. We only really got it running after Murray disappeared. He always searched out artifacts in more hands-on ways, research, networking, following rumors, that kind of thing. That last artifact he went after, it could be basically anywhere, but the Detectatron only detects the nearest artifact. I see. So you figure if we pick them up in order, eventually we'll get the one that he was looking for. Right. I wish to hell he'd left a note about where he was going, but I guess he either thought it was too dangerous and didn't want us following, or he just rushed off all excited like a kid in a toy store. That's Murray for you. Yeah, that tracks. Alright, we could go to sleep. We also need to talk to Fancy Dan about the speakeasy deed. We can't... I don't know what to do about Dirch's place. Guess we'll talk to Dan about the deed. Hey, it's you again. You find Oliver? Yes. I don't like the sound of that. Oliver's gone. The handoff went extremely bad. Badly. Yeah, that too. You go over the events at the fridge factory. Fancy Dan makes a variety of faces at various points in your story because Fancy Dan is a good listener. Oliver was carrying this with him. Dan skips the deed. It says here that ownership of the speakeasy is automatically transferred to whoever has physical possession of this deed. Is that legal? None of this is legal. Oh, yeah. I guess you're my new boss, baby. Let's have one drink to mourn the old boss and another one to celebrate the new one. Yeah, sure. Good idea. The owner's dead. Long live the owner. I guess we ought to change the name since, well, Oliver's Place is no longer Oliver's Place. I suppose that's right. Got any ideas? Well, you could go traditional, just call it Moose's Place, or something hip like the Purple Door, or something incisive and avant-garde like, I don't know, Noblesse Oblige. I don't want to call it Noblesse Oblige. We'll do the Purple Door's good. Oh, that was just an example, but you're the boss. Now to business. Business. We make the beer in-house, so that's safe, but we're out of everything else, and based on your story, I'd say the stuff at the factory isn't safe to use. Yeah. If you can find booze or mixtures or garnishes, bring it back here. Any idea where to get started with that? No, but you might check with Barnaby. Barnaby? Dan points at the milky-eyed sod at the table by the wall. He doesn't see very well, but he's got a nose for news and a sixth sense for booze. He might know where you can find what you're looking for. Thanks. Well, we've already gotten a good start. We made wine out of floor grapes, so that's good. Alright, Barnaby. He turns his head towards you and smiles. Buy him a drink. After a few moments and a few sips, he clears his throat and speaks. Distilled to its essence, a lake is just a valley abandoned. Oh, these are all hints. What else? They try, but they'll never dam up the flow. Okay, you know what? We'll figure it out later. Alright. Oh, we also can check out the eerie house. You round a street corner and encounter a woman in a welding mask using tightly focused magical fire to cut the fenders off a parked car. Hey, that isn't... I'm pretty sure that isn't your car. There's a polite cough behind you. You turn around to see a muscular woman in oil-stained coveralls casually flipping a large wrench in one hand. Is this your car? No? Then it ain't your business. Neither. So maybe we should teach you a little lesson about minding your business. You just said it isn't mine. Well, listen, you gals are going about this all wrong. You'll get much more usable parts off this jalopy if you take it back to your garage first, instead of trying to strip it quick and dirty on the street before a cop shows up. Huh? Well, yeah, we usually do, but Hotwire Nancy's visiting her ma today. Good thing you met me then. You two go on ahead and get your tools ready, and I'll get the car there for you. You? What are you gonna do about it? Just the old hocus pocus. You waggle your fingers and a hubcap floats off the car and does a lazy orbit around your head. I'll just hover it there. It's no big thing. Used to do this just for Uncle Mickey all the time whenever he'd flip his tractor over. Huh. Well, her wrench sails out of her grasp and joins the hubcap spinning around your head. The two of them blink at you, then shrug at each other. Alright, we'll go unlock the garage door. Don't take all day. I have another grease gun. Suckers. This seems like a pretty normal house in a pretty nice neighborhood, but there's something odd about it. Some sort of uncomfortable energy that makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up. Maybe it's something to do with that weird droning tone you hear coming from the inside, like a pained and human moan constantly rising in pitch. Maybe that's it, yeah. You knock, but hear no response, so you nose your way inside. That eerie sound is even louder in here. It seems to be coming from upstairs. Also, the owner's interior design sensibilities are a little strange. Oh yeah, I'm anxious. Too many plates. This is a lot of shit to look at. What is going on? Cabinet full of sheet music. You pull out a sheet, but it's all in German and du kannst kein Deutsch sprechen. Du kannst kein Deutsch sprechen, I think is how you'd pronounce that. Dude, what are you doing? A tired-looking man is playing a cello here. But who are you? Why are you in my house? Sorry for intruding, but I heard the music, and I guess I have an intrusive nature. My name's Musa Bakula. Well, I am Ernst Zimmer. Forgive me for not stopping, but it is vital that I continue playing. What are you doing? There is a darkness beneath my house. Did you check the fuse box? No, it's probably that then. Listen to me. I had a dream, a premonition of a dark rift appearing in my basement and growing until it swallowed the entire house, and then the neighborhood, and then the world. Wow, that's quite a dream. It's not just a dream. I went downstairs to check the basement, and there is indeed a rift. As of now, it is still small. I must keep playing this cello and to prevent it from growing any larger. How does playing the cello help? The bass vibration reverberates downward and is focused by the circle of furniture downstairs. This resonance inhibits the rift. Huh. I don't really get it, but okay. Are you a physicist or something? No, I'm only a cellist. I can't explain how I knew this would work. I guess the cello just leads you to, like, mystical knowledge that most people wouldn't have. I'm sure there's a rational explanation. Probably just a trick of the light, plus your anxiety over the nightmare. Well, plus I'm pretty sure your living room furniture can't create reality-strengthening sonic resonance waves. You're probably right. Just an old man jumping at shadows, I suppose. Happens to the best of us. Don't worry, everything's fine. Oh, he looks exhausted. Uh-oh. Maybe convincing Zimmer to stop playing his cello wasn't such a good idea after all. Two ghosts are playing chess. Boss have eaten all the contents of most of the container. A shelf full of trophies from murder competitions. This chair is whispering. Sit in me. No. Please, Musa. Sit in me. I said no. Sit in me. No. The chair harumps and goes silent. You pull out a sheet of sheet music. It's a piece entitled All Arbeit and No Spiel makes Ernst a Doodle Boy. This door has seen better jams. Go downstairs. Oh, geez, that sure is a dark rifted space over there, just like Zimmer was afraid of. Well, nuts. Everything on the shelf is either evaporated or expired. Boxes of moldy sheet music. Collect the mold. Geez, these songs must really stink. Got an item. Fustulent Grolch. This is definitely the most fustulent of the Grolches you're carrying around. It's a big hole in, well, here. Step through. Really? Yes. You find yourself in an infinite black... Man, we're doing great today. You find yourself in an infinite black void. Or, well, it looks like an infinite black void, but you have the uneasy feeling that your brain is only showing you an infinite black void because it doesn't want to try and process whatever this place actually looks like. It's a weird feeling. Fustulent Grolch is the most powerful description I've ever heard. The word sounds like it's crumpled, which is perfect. I love that. Oh dear. A thrumming spike of mega energy. Damn it. Wait, is this? Hang on. This creature is built more or less like a large muscular person. If you built a large muscular person out of some kind of writhing black ooze and or smoke and or just plain raw darkus? Is that a typo? Oh dear. It has a fist-sized glowing crystal embedded in its chest, about where its sternum would be, and as you draw near, you can feel it radiating invisible waves of energy. Kind of like that heat coming off of a radiator, except also the opposite of that, and also not at all related to that. Look, incomprehensible forces are tricky to describe, okay? The creature shambles back and forth, waving its arms in a way that almost looks like it's dancing, or praying, or maybe just absent-mindedly flailing. It seems oblivious to your presence, although that will probably change pretty quickly if you try to interfere with it. Like, say, if you tried to pry the glowing crystal out of its chest. Size it up. This creature looks a fair bit weaker than it did when you came in. Alright, let's, hang on. We've got just one left. This creature looks extremely weak, almost docile. Pry out the crystal. You make a quick grab for the crystal, but it's firmly lodged in the creature's chest. The creature howls, and its long, spindly arms flail ineffectually as you, barely cognizant of your actions, plunge your hands into murky flesh, fingers questing through lukewarm tar until they find ribs, gritting your teeth, forcing open the cage, creaking, cracking, snapping like dry branches. You grab your prize and tear it free of the muck. The creature evaporates in a sigh of smoke. The crystal is both warm and cold in your hand. It has a slight buzzing vibration to it. Yes, something tells you this crystal is very important, as well as being really shiny and pretty. That swell crystal you find inside a rift in Ernst Zimmer's basement. I'm sure this will be A-okay. It occurs to you that taking that real crystal out of here might be a bad idea. On the other hand, it's yours now, and you prefer to keep it. You can smash the crystal. You pull a hammer out of your inventory, or if you don't actually have a hammer, whatever object would be the most hammer adjacent, and give the crystal a solid thwack. It makes it sound like a baby being torn, oh Jesus, torn in half and bursts into glittering shards that shoot off into the darkness. Immediately you feel, well, I was going to say a massive earthquake, but since you aren't standing on the ground, you wouldn't feel that. It's more of an everything quake. You should probably get out of here. You dive back through the rift just before it collapses, vanishes, heals. Thankfully, you find yourself back in Ernst Zimmer's basement and not some kind of horrible between dimensions purgatory. You run up the stairs to tell Ernst the good news. I did it. I fixed it. I closed the rift. You did? That's wonderful. I owe you my life, and possibly also my house's life. Here, take this cello. I have no further need of it, and to be quite frank with you, the thought of playing it ever again only pains me. It's a melee weapon. Well, technically, it's your cello now. You have no idea how to play the cello. But you do know how to swing a great big club. Wow. Thanks. Well, that's that taken care of. I guess we could go to sleep. You notice a pile of yellowish-white grit in the middle of the road. You catch it. Oh, yeah, it's muscle corn. Oh, yeah, we got the grit. Hang on. Do any of you remember where the cooking place was? Because I don't. Was it at Snackle Mills? I think it was. In an alleyway, you encounter some poor street urchins struggling with their math homework. Right, we fixed the... We give them pointers about math and they get mad at us. I remember that event. Test kitchen. Let's do it. Got some mana and wrist power, but I want to keep that for making a golem, I think. You can make the Fustulent Grolsch into false cheese, which gives you stench armor. And we can turn the grits into powerful grit. Okay, then. What can you tell me about the cheese? This is a wedge of stinky cheese, minus the cheese. I've cooked the Grolsch. Yeah, let's go to sleep for tonight. Meat in the mouth, gotcha. We could probably sell those grease guns. We don't really use Moxie right now. That hanger's for something. I don't know what it's for, though. It is late. What is... Wait, hang on. It's Murray's desk, piled with books and papers. You get a weird feeling about it for some reason. Nestled among the books and papers is a book of old, but still valid postage stamps, with a few missing. They're surrounded with a haze of weird, shadowy energy, but you can still clearly see the illusions of cute dogs on them. Wait a minute. Cute dogs? That's just like the stamp that survived your luggage fire. Oh, dang, of course that stamp is what destroyed your luggage. All your best stuff was in there. Your clothes, your teddy bear. That tears it. This shadow business has become personal. I mean, it was personal already because of Murray being your uncle and all, but now it's extra personal. Grr. What's up? These stamps have shadow gunk on them, and one of them killed my luggage. Oh my gosh. I guess that was my fault. I ran out of stamps and found those inside Murray's desk. I didn't even think to test them. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault. It's whatever's causing this damn shadow stuff. I'm definitely going to put a stop to it, though. Wait, just how many of these stamps have you used? Just the one, thankfully. The rest must have already been gone when Murray found them. Well, that's good news, at least. Could you imagine if you just randomly found places that just, like, burst into flames because, like, a letter with a bad stamp got there? Hang on. Mysticality's 5. Can I do this? Hang on. What armor do I have? There's gotta be something. Pants. This one physical. Reality. Can add 1 hot armor. I don't have anything that gives 2 of any type of armor yet, I think. I could. Could add the tentacle skin to the fedora. And then equip the gargoyle charm. Maybe then I can do something. Then with a bishop, skewer a rook. Develop a rook. Is there anything for spooky armor here? Oh yeah, the pawn skeleton technique. How do you like those apples? Jessica's eyes narrowed. The sun was in my eyes. Oh, then it scales up. I gotcha. Interesting. We'll beat her one day. We'll beat her one day. Hey Musa, before you go to bed, I need you to approve a new tenant for the storefront next door. What? Why is that up to me? Charles shrugged. Somebody's got to do it. There's 3 applicants for the place. Okay, what are they? The first applicant is Advanced Pants. It doesn't say what they plan on selling, but I have to assume that it's pants. The second is Rodkin's Fine Jewelry. A jewelry store could really class up old Plunkett Street. And the last applicant is Texas Instruments. Guy from Texas selling musical instruments, I suppose. Oh my god. That's a reference to the... Never mind. I guess we could go with the pants store, because I wouldn't mind some more pants. Okay, I'll get them moved in and get the next storefront ready for applicants. Thanks, Charles. Isn't this like the mayor's job or something? Why are we responsible? Alright, you can barely keep your eyes open at this point. Go to sleep. Oh, we're back again. The fitful dream. We're really upset about our luggage catching on fire. All of your favorite pants gone. It's Jeff, the kid who used to bully you in 3rd grade. Make amends. Hey, Jeff, listen, no hard feelings, okay? I understand in retrospect that you must have had problems at home, and I just want you to know everything is okay now. Just swats the overdue library book out of your hands. I see. Since this is just a dream version of you, you're still as much of a jerk as you were in 3rd grade. Jeff suddenly punches you, knocking out all of your teeth. Hey, if this was actually happening, I'd be really mad. You pick up your teeth and walk away. These are unmistakably your teeth. You can tell by the scar on the upper left second bicuspid, but your teeth are also still definitely in your gums where they belong. What a jerk. It's that creepy Crimbo lady from the refrigerator factory, now in literal nightmare form. Move past her. Excuse me, I need to get past you. Why? Are you in a hurry to wake up? Darling, it's Crimbo. You should be making merry. Crimbo is still months away. Oh, but it's always Crimbo in dreams, dear. Merry Crimbo, then. Merry Crimbo, dearie. I didn't have time to properly introduce myself before. I'm Dark Noel. In an affectation as goofy as her name, she curtsies. Dark Noel, huh? You're really taking this motif seriously, right down to your weird, evil-looking Crimbo hat. Her smile falters a little. Evil-looking? I told you at the refrigerator factory, it's just a... Wait. She points the weird device she's holding at her hat. It starts beeping in a fast and regular pattern. You're telling me that you can see the special Crimbo magic with your eyes? Is Christmas Eldritch in this universe? Is Santa Cthulhu? Is that what this is? Yes, if that's what it is. This is decidedly unfestive news. I'd better talk to the president. You want to talk to Calvin Coolidge about your Crimbo hat? I want to talk to the real president about you. I see. Santa is in fact Satan. Yes, that's the problem, dear, and I'll see you soon with a solution. She scowls and jumps off the edge of whatever it is that you're standing on. Ominous. This bookshelf is not behaving the way bookshelves do when you're awake. Take a closer look. You grab a book at random and the bookshelf puffs out of existence. You got an item, The Melting Mind. You're not sure what kind of book this is. Avant-garde social commentary? Psychedelic research journal? Total nonsense created by the random nighttime firings of your own neurons? Creates a combat skill, Mind Melt. Deal an opponent's mysticality to itself in hot damage. Ooh. Alright, let's wake up. Were you just, alarmingly, a man in an expensive suit is standing at the foot of your bed. What the heck? Who are you? You may call me Don Toblerone. I representate a certain organization of, shall we say, like-minded criminals. Organized criminals? Like the mob? Wait, you're the Don of the local mob? The mob boss in my room? Personally? No. I'm not the Don. That is merely my nomenclature. It's an abbreviation for Donald. Oh, well, that's confusing. That has been a matter of some confiscation. Yes, I do have a sobriquet, but I don't care for it very much. What is it? Donny Thesaurus. I'm gonna hazard a guess that they call you that because you like long words. That is very astute of you. Of course, this institution comes as no surprise to me. My associators tell me you handled yourself well during the conflagration at the refrigerator manufactorium. I handle myself well all the time. I am here to propound you for your consideration of a certain proposition. Come again? I'm here to make you an offer. Oh. Can I refuse it? Certainly, though your refusation will be, shall we say, advisatory. What's the offer? From time to time, my collegiates and I have certain requirements, but lack the necessary manpower to achieve them. At such junctures, we make lucrativial arrangements with certain capable individualists. This guy's just using whatever words he can think of, like half of these aren't even right. We find ourselves at this moment at a juncture such as the junctures I have thus ascribed. So, you want me to do contract work for the mob? Exactingly. Okay, sure, why not? An excellent decision, if I may articulate such. So what happens now? Just sit tight, as they say. We will call upon you, telephonically. He gives you a curt nod, then leaves the room through the window. It takes him 3 or 4 tries to work the latch. Okay, then. Oh, nice. It's your little tentacle buddy. Tickle him. Oh my god. Alright. We've got a friend. I'm sure seeing that in the corner of my room when I sleep is great. Okay, I'm ready to face the day. Let's go. Hey there, Musa. How'd you sleep? Fine until a mob guy crawled in my bedroom window. Oh yeah, that window is pretty lousy. Anyway, the next antique I need you to find is a compass. The directions kind, not the circles kind. The Detectatron says it's out near Crystal Dream Lake. I don't know where that is, but I bet it's too far to walk. Do you have a car I can borrow? No, but I have something even better than that. Two cars? A bus pass. The stop out front is your gateway to a whole wide world of adventure. You got an item, bus pass. An unlimited bus pass, good for an entire year. It's truly a ticket to a world of moderate convenience and comfort. Swell, thanks. Well, where do I go when I get there? Unfortunately, I couldn't get a more specific reading than near the lake. Of course, we're going to a fucking lake. Something about the place is making the instruments go all screwy. Here, take this map. Crystal Dream Lake postcard. This picture postcard of Crystal Dream Lake is detailed enough to serve as an Earthsat's map. And we've also unlocked the lighthouse. This is a postcard. It has a map of the lake on it. It has a picture of the lake on it. Yeah, that's what a map is. A picture of a place. I guess I can't argue with that logic. We still need to make, hang on, let's read this thing. That's the mind melt icon! It's just a dude with a sweat drop! Oh, sorry. You read the weird book, including all the several page-long footnotes, the parts in different typefaces and orientations, and the parts written in languages you don't speak. You can't help but think there's more to the story than this, though. Maybe you should read it again. If you do, my melt will also heal you for 5 HP. Holy cow. Oh my god. Oh, who's this? A Blanc Flapper. Cracks her chewing gum, then gives you a sharky grin and a little wave. Hey there, big boy. You're Musabacula, right? That's me. Pleased to meet you. I'm Molly. Molly Buttons, they call me. Charmed. So, how do you know my name? The boss sent me to lend you a hand. And to keep an eye on you, savvy? What? Hey, now, I put in my 2 weeks' notice before I left Poughkeepsie fair and square. Huh? No, not that boss, you palooka. The boss. The boss? Big boss? You know. She glances over both shoulders and hisses at you. The mob boss. Oh, that the boss. Sheesh. I can't tell if you've got a screw loose or if you're just funning with me. I like to keep people guessing. So, what, you're supposed to partner up with me? That's the deal, McNeil. And do what? What's a 20-something girl like you doing working for the mob anyway? Hey, now, I ain't just a pretty face. She pulls a Tommy gun with a full-size drum magazine from behind her back, gives it a flip in the air, and catches it with a mad glitter in her eyes. Holy jeez, put that thing away before someone sees it. Tee-hee-hee. Cripes, you have to whisper the boss, but you're fine with waving a machine gun around in public? So are we teaming up or what? Yeah, okay, sure, let's get in some trouble. Molly has joined you as a companion. Peachy, you want I should come with you right now or cool my heels at the purple door for a while? Sure, right now. Hey, Gabby, mind waiting for me at the purple door? Okay, you have it. You got it. Let's hit the bricks. Hit those bricks. She just carries the gun with her. I love this girl. It's the unsinkable Molly Buttons. She shoots you a wink. Hey, you know if there's a good heater joint around here? I gotta stock up on pills. They make pills for eating things? Sure, you know, hot lead for ventilating things. But ventilating things usually makes them colder. Yeah, I'm gonna put them on ice, all right. What are we talking about? You know, I've had run-ins with a couple different street gangs in town, but I haven't seen much actual mob activity apart from at that warehouse. Well, sure, we know better than to drop hobo mud where we eat. Gotta keep our hands clean, you know? Definitely wash your hands before eating, yes. The gangs pay us a squeeze for letting them work their rackets on our patch, and sometimes they come in handy if we need a few extra yeggs for the heavy. I see. Okay, I think I'm good. Alright, advanced pants. The shopkeeper gives you a friendly smile. I'm glad she's not intimidated by the fact that I brought someone with a fucking Tommy gun. Hi, I'm Musa. Hi, I'm Nancy. If you're in the market for pants, you've come to the right place. A market for pants. Nice. What's for sale? I've got Northern Chaps, which is for shooting. These are chaps like the gunfighters up north used to. This game keeps fucking tempting me to go guns, but I still want to cook people. A pair of pants made of durable canvas. Just don't let Salvador Dali paint one of those weird giraffes on your leg. I don't know. If I had Salvador Dali painting on my leg, I think I'd do, like, brain damage to people that look at me. That'd be pretty rad. Like, if I had that in combination with the rain that randomly drops lightning, I'd have, like, a whole, like, I would just not be... People just wouldn't want to be near me, and that'd be ideal. A skirt made of durable canvas. Just don't let that Margaret clown paint a pipe on it. Sissiness pound pipe. Alright. Oh, we've got... Oh, no, we've got 57 XP, not 75, sorry. Numbers backwards. Alright, I guess we'll... What was this thing again? Right, we need more. We need more stats. Okay, let's go check out the lake. Give it a little look-see. Or... If we go to Crystal Dream Lake... Oh, this is chapter 2. Okay. The Spooky Forest. Oh, the music's different. Light out from this house. What's inside? The lighthouse keeper, presumably. Talk to him. Excuse me, are you the lighthouse keeper? Sorry to bother you. My name is Musa Bacula. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Are you okay? Yeah, I just ain't talked out loud in a while. I get rusty. I see. Lighthouse keeping's a lonely job, huh? Well, it's solitary, that's for sure. I ain't mind it, though. I ain't exactly a people person. What can I do for you? What does a lighthouse keeper actually do? Well, I used to be I had to light the lamp every sundown and then douse it again at sunrise to save on fuel. Why does a lake need a lighthouse? I just realized that. Used to be? When it was an oil lamp. We got a hookup to the electrical grid a couple of years ago though, so now I just leave it on all the time. About all I have to do now is change the bulb once in a while. Sounds very boring. Nah, I never get bored. Always plenty to do. You must have a bunch of hobbies. Yeah, got a book, and a whittling knife, and plenty of middle distance to stare into. How'd you get into this line of work? Oh, my family's always been lighthouse keepers. On both sides. Ma and Pa kept lighthouses within sight of each other. Used to wink their lights back and forth once in a while. Oh, that's kind of romantic. You know, I never did find out how I was actually born. What? Anyway, was there something you needed? Have you seen an old compass around? The directions kind or the circles kind? Directions. Yeah, got an old one I picked up at an estate sale about 20-odd years ago, I reckon. I'd show it to you, but it's upstairs and the lighthouse is flooded. Flooded? Yeah, filled right up to the top. Have a look through the window there and you might see a fish pass by. How did that happen? Boat broke. No, I mean, how does the lighthouse just fill up with water? We aren't even below sea level here. Something to do with the tides, I reckon. This is a lake. Anyhow, I need a Glaxton valve to fix the pump. There's a hardware store down the road a piece if you have a mind to help out. Location locked. Valley Hardware. Alright. Is this just going to be a running theme where all of our maps are just like this? Well, let's wander a bit. A squirrel chatters angrily at you from a nearby hollow tree, presumably trying to scare you away from its stash? A real tactical mistake on its part, since now you know where its stash is. It scampers away as you peer into the hole. You find not just the expected nuts, but also several wallets? Huh. Has this squirrel been mugging hikers? Maybe you should get out of here before it comes back with a knife. Good idea. An oddly rectangular brown rock catches your attention. And on closer inspection, it turns out to be a completely rusted and partially sunk into the ground old pre-war soda cooler, although someone fitted a meat-operated lock onto the door at some point. Due to the rust, you can't tell what brand it was. Heck, you can't even tell there's any soda still in it. Buy a soda, maybe? You force some meat into the slot and crank the crank, or... Crank the crank, is that what I just said? Grind the crank around until the door grudgingly unlocks. Inside, you find a raccoon skeleton and one extremely old can of soda. This can of cola is so old and rusty that you can't even tell whether it's red or blue. Or maybe some kind of horrible brown cola that you never heard of before. Deal 15 damage to an enemy. What else can we find, like, a location? Oh, yeah. Molly points out a sign posted at a fork in the trail. Sandwich Historical Village and Witch Trial Museum. Oh, witches. Let's go check it out. You like that kind of spooky stuff? It's the berries. Gets the blood pumping, you know? Well, if they have a haunted house, you have to promise not to shoot any of the actors. No promises. Location unlocked. Sandwich Trial Museum. Hang on. Well, let's go to the hardware store this time, see what's going on. If there's like another thing where it's like, oh yeah, you have to get past these people, then maybe we'll just check out some side locations to level up a bit. What? A ray of sunshine peeks through the clouds and a light breeze rustles the trees, making your hike through the woods much more pleasant, at least for the moment. You even catch a sight of a group of large, gaily colored butterflies nearby. You move toward them slowly so to not startle them, and as you get closer, you realize that instead of having regular insect bodies, they're little people. Fairies, wow. Hello there. Hello. Gosh, you're really beautiful. You're beautiful. Aha, that sounded just like my voice. Are you guys mimics? That's real good. Ah, it's on my face! Do it on my eyes! Ah! What? Wow, what the hell? You swat away a fairy that had fluttered up next to you and attempted to stab you in the neck with a rusty needle. Hell! Okay, I'll just be on my way. Look out, Jim, that one's got a gun! Indeed, another fairy is approaching, lugging a full-sized snub-nosed revolver in its little arms. Hello, beautiful! Okay, I want to bewitch these guys, but I kind of want to fight them to see what it looks like. Oh my god. Okay, a fairy pine needler, a fairy gun mother, and a fairy mush tender. Intends to conjure up a mush link to assist him in beating you up. That sounds like a summoner, so we'll get rid of him. Eat Swiss, motherfucker. Fairy Godmother intends to shoot 3 random opponents for 4 physical damage. Wait, how much health? I only have 15. God damn, these things are tough. Oh shit, I can melt her brain. Fairy Pine Needler intends to oh wow, she doesn't smile in combat. Intends to jab Musabacula for 7 fixed damage and reduce her muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 1. Tong. 8 HP. Ouch. Molly Buttons will shoot a random enemy for 1 physical damage 7 times. Or she can cap people's knees. Molly's Buttons will kneecap Fairy Pine Needler for 3 physical damage, reducing their muscle by 3. Ah, I see. Outstanding. Woo! You survey the brightly colored fairy tale carnage and pick up some useful looking bits. You gain 7 XP, got a fairy charm. What fairies lack in charm, they make up for in... Well, I was gonna say skill at making jewelry, but this thing is honestly pretty crappy. Plus 3 to magical weapon attacks. Ooh. Fairy dust. It's weird that such vile creatures can have such nice dandruff. Increases your spooky armor by 3. And a wand core. This is the tiny magical thread that makes this fairy wand so magical and so annoying. Make any weapon into a wand, which will use your mysticality... Oh, which will use your mysticality to determine its damage. Then, you notice a faint shimmer in the air, a trail of glittering dust that seems to lead back deeper into the woods. You follow the trail of shimmering dust, punctuated by torn up flowers, smashed beetles, and 1 beaten, unconscious fox, and discover a small clearing filled with, presumably, fairy nests. Alright. Well, that's a new location. After a short hike, you find a small hardware store nestled in the sparse woods surrounding the lake. It's the very model of a down-home country hardware store, except it doesn't have any old-timers sitting out front chewing the fat. Maybe it's their day off, or maybe they ran out of fat. Look around. Wow, that is a very hardware store sign. This is the exact same font they used for West of Loathing. Ooh, there's hobo signs. There's some hobo code scrawled into the dust here. The code reads, "Nice man, asking for candy." Neat. Okay, so our tongs do +2 hot damage. That's +2 physical damage, and it causes 1 bleeding. And that's +3 physical. We can magic up the cello. I'm gonna save the wand core for the next thing we get. Oh, yeah, and if I want to level up, if I want to take advantage of my magical weapon buffs, there's still going to be magical weapons I'm using. I got it. Interesting. But I am equipping that fairy charm. There we go. +3 to magical weapon attacks. That's powerful. I do 12 tong damage now. You don't understand the purpose of any of these tools. This barrel has a joke price tag on it, 10,000 meat. A barrel of rusty nuts and bolts, in case you want to buy some garbage, I guess. Paints in all of this season's trendiest patented colors, such as ultra mustard, fig chartreuse, and zucchini periwinkle. The proprietor, you presume. You're the proprietor, I presume? Yeah, welcome to Valley Hardware, best hardware store in Crystal Dream Valley. Why's that? Because it's the only hardware store in Crystal Dream Valley. Been a long time since I got to use that joke. Don't get many new customers. Or new jokes. What can I do for you? I need a pump valve for the lighthouse keeper. Oh, sure. What kind do you need? I need a Glaston, I think? A Glaston valve. That can't be right. Those are only for tea kettles. Maybe it's for something else? Oh, it's Glaxton. A Glaxton valve. Glaxton valve? Well, shucks, they stopped making those things nearly a decade ago. I guess there's a slight chance there's still one in the back room. Ain't been back there since termites got at the inventory. Or maybe after it got flooded. This is gonna be a running theme, I guess. Anyway, it's a real biblical style of disaster back there. Here, I'll unlock the door for you so you can take a look around. If you can find a Glaxton valve in that mess, you're welcome to it. Thanks. Mind your step in there. Ask about something else. Do you have any candy? Why, sure. Here you go. He pulls a piece of hard candy out of a jar under the counter and hands it to you. Wow, hard candy. A little piece of candy given to you by a friendly hardware man. Oh, I get it. He sells hardware, so it's hard candy. Okay. Increases your physical armor by 3. What do you have for sale? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Comfy hat lining. There's nothing that cannot be made more comfortable by the application of an inside-out rabbit. Oh, my God. Cooking with power tools. This book's thesis is that there isn't really much of a difference between a kitchen mixer and an electric drill. Oh, a fuse. It's weird that they call this a fuse when the whole point of it is for it to split apart if something goes wrong. The matches might not hurt. A used plunger. There's almost nothing in the world as unpleasant to think about as someone else's toilet plunger. Yeah, I agree. Muscle plus 3 stench damage. Steel-toed boots. For people who value the toes a lot more than they value the rest of their feet. We'll buy those. I like shoes. And sure, nah. Boots. No, it just makes your footsteps louder. Neat. Oh, that's... I don't think that's supposed to be in a hardware store. That back there. These boxes would be perfect for storing a collection of mildewed clothes, waterlogged garbage. Seepage has caused this concrete to become set in its ways. It's a good thing you don't care what month it is, because this calendar is worthless. The shelf is empty, but even the emptiness is somehow dirty. How much of a door has to be gone before it doesn't count as a door anymore? That's a good question. Something's wrong with this door, in a way that termites and flooding doesn't really explain. Step through it? Oh no, it's sepia tone. You step through the hole in the door and immediately feel a sickening lurch in your stomach and a burst of "this was a bad idea" in your mind, like when you hit the first drop on a traveling carnival's rusty and hastily assembled roller coaster. After a moment, when the feeling has subsided enough, you open your eyes and look around. It looks like you're still in the same place you were, except someone came in and cleaned everything up while you weren't looking? Huh. Stacks of boxes neatly labeled. It's a workbench covered in tools. I don't have anything to make anything. Shelves full of neatly organized hardware that definitely hasn't been destroyed yet. There's a 1917 calendar on the wall by the desk. It looks brand new. Oh no, I'm in the past. As you leave the storeroom, the shopkeeper spins around and you both stare at each other in surprise. You because the shopkeeper looks quite a bit younger than he did when you went in there, and him because, hey now, what in the heck were you doing back in my back room? And how'd you get back there without me seeing you? I'm a termite inspector. I didn't call for any termite inspector. No, I do surprise inspections, so the termites won't find out in advance. Well, how'd you get past me? I'm very good at my job. Huh. Well, I don't expect you to find any termites. I make my own custom pesticide. Yes, it seems to be pretty effective. I might have to go back in there for a follow-up check later, though. That's fine, I suppose. Just don't move stuff around too much. I like to keep it tidy back there. No problem. You don't understand the purpose of any of these tools and never will. The shelf is laden with dangerous pesticides that you're pretty sure were banned years ago. Paints in all of this season's most popular colors, such as regular brown and inoffensive black and plain gray. A barrel of gleaming nuts and bolts. A sign on this barrel says not for sale. It's the hardware store guy, back when he was younger. Or is younger. Welcome to Valley Hardware, the best hardware store in Crystal Tree Valley. Let's let this guy tell his joke. Why is that? Well, shucks, nobody's ever asked me to justify that claim before. Is it because it's the only hardware store in the valley? That's a good one. I'll have to remember that. I'm sure you will. What can I do for you? You're renting out houses? I mean, you're renting out outhouses? Yeah, at least I was. Now the indoor plumbing's starting to get popular. There's no market for them anymore. I just got the one left, and after that I'm calling it quits on putting up new ones. Ask about something else. Oh god, the time loop is sealed. We had to. I had to ensure that the future that I came from would continue to exist. I'd like to buy one of those new Glaxton valves. Sorry, government fellows bought my entire stock. What? Yeah, for the big dam they're building. I can order you one, though. How long would that take? 6 to 8 weeks. Would you mind holding on to it for me if I'm not back right away? Oh, sure, that's no problem. How long you figure? 11 years. What? No. Forget how I said that's not a problem. Oh, well, nuts. Listen, I can tell you they bought a heap more Glaxton valves than what they're gonna need for that dam. If you go up to the work site, you might get the foreman to sell you one of their spares. Where is it? Southeast end of the valley. You got a map? I have a postcard. Crystal Tree Lake. I never heard of that, but it got a little picture of a dam on it there. See? That's about the same place relative to here. Great, thanks. There doesn't seem to be anything on the other side of this door. Weird. Oh, so do we go back and go back to the present? At some point that guy picks up the need for glasses. That's interesting. There's the dam. Oh, the dam's got some booze there. I think I remember the guy mentioning that. Let's check out the museum. Two things which are hard to describe, but let's say they're more or less like smoking holes in space through which you can see the faint light of distant and dying stars float up to you with an air of menace. The two orbs squint at you, and Dark Noel's voice echoes inside your head in a way that makes your eardrums itch. Well. Should I just... I need to give this woman a voice. Maybe like Santa style? Well, if it isn't my favorite holiday party crasher, perhaps I need to be more explicit about the fact that you weren't invited. I don't really get the holiday thing. I like Crimbo, okay? It's my thing, and I'm sticking with it. You must have had a weird childhood. That's none of your business, and neither is the rest of this investigation, or whatever you think you're doing. You need to learn to keep your nose out of other people's affairs. I'm just trying to find my uncle. How about you keep your nose out of my affairs? What a disagreeable little urchin you are. Do you know what naughty little children find in their Crimbo stockings? Yeah. A festive cheese log. You swirl your hands in a mystical pattern and launch a cheese log covered in chopped almonds and napalm. And napalm at the orbs. Dark Noel's screech can be heard through the explosion. Oh, that's it. You're on the very naughty list now. Next time we meet, I'm really going to deck your halls. The black orbs vanish in little puffs of smoke. Fa la la la, jerk. Powerful wizard. It's because I picked up the anarchy tools. Oh my god. The village of Sandwich was home to a terrifying witch cult until all the inhabitants were convicted and executed in witch trials in 1692, and the village stood empty and uninhabited for hundreds of years. Come explore the town and learn more. This house was the residence of the Danforth family. Step inside to learn more. Shelves laden with identical jars of off-white stuff. The Danforth residence has been converted into a gift shop for your convenience. Why not take home a jar of the sandwich cream that was the village's chief export, besides witchcraft? A black cat is staring glumly at an empty dish labeled Hecate, or Hecate. Shelves laden with identical jars of off-white stuff. Is it just Miracle Whip? Is that what it is? An elderly woman smiles from behind the counter. See what's for sale. Sandwich cream. Oh, I need sandwich cream for something, don't I? This condiment purports to be the perfect topping for any sandwich, but the ingredient list suggests that it's just old congealed cream. Ew. This special piece of paper is for making rubbings of historical graves and such like that. Thanks to advancements in rubbing technology, you don't need any charcoal or anything. Okay. This quest item, so we might need it for a couple things. Do I need sandwich cream for the... What is it? There's like a... Hang on. Oh, right, we still haven't learned the Stilton Splatter. You read the book and memorize some of its sloppier techniques. Stilton Splatter. In order to achieve mastery over cheese, one must sometimes embrace the curdling chaos of its fundamental biology. There's an appendix full of advanced recipes you can memorize if you really put your mind to it. If you do, Stilton Splatter will hit 2 additional parts. Okay, so it's an AoE thing. There's a... What is it? Quest items? We've got that... Yeah, dough baby recipe. 3 cups of mandarin flour mixed up with something called sandwich cream and baked in an arcane oven. Okay, okay. We can make a friend soon. Putnam House, which partially burned down under extremely witchy circumstances. This trough may have been used to bathe human sacrifices before the ceremony. We don't have evidence of that, but it seems possible. This is a horse trough. Actually, it's a water trough. I don't know why I said that other thing just now. Is it a horse? You reel in a pair of old shoes? Saddle shoes. They're called saddle shoes because, like a saddle, they're worn directly underneath the buttons. Ride the ground like a horse. Oh, they're never gonna see me coming. They might hear me coming, though. Sweet Jesus. We'll just do that for a while, I guess. Nice, you caught an elliptical banjo fish. You toss it in your fish sack. Slide. Gain 3 meat. How did they even get on the hook? I don't know. Everything in this house was destroyed by fire except these 2 objects, which were found concealed inside a metal box. There's an antique ragdoll on display here. This ragdoll has a bunch of old pins and needles stuck into it, and for some reason has the word boring embroidered across the front. The little plaque on the front of the plinth says, witches frequently use special dolls called poppets to curse their enemies. This one was apparently made to target a Mrs. or Miss Boring, although no one of that name is listed in the town records. Then, in tiny text at the bottom of the plaque, the pins were not found with the poppet, but were added for demonstration purposes. Interesting. This book appears to be someone's diary. Oh yeah, the little description on the front of the plinth says, Diary of Delia Putnam, so that confirms that. Mostly it doesn't look interesting enough to be worth deciphering the archaic handwriting and spelling, so you flip ahead to the last page, 6th of March, 1692. Ugh, I hate that Peter Proctor so much. He thinks he can just go around being as mean as he wants to everybody just because he has lots of money and lives in a big house and all. I should have used a much stronger curse. It would have been worth the trouble. All right. The security guard is keeping a close eye on things in here, which honestly isn't very difficult since there's only 2. Hi there. Hello. Welcome to the Putnam House. Please don't touch the exhibits. Excuse me, dude. Sorry, sir. I just get paid to stand here and keep an eye on things. I don't actually know anything about the exhibits. Okay. Ooh, we can fish in the well. More meat, okay. More meat. That's just what happens when it's out of cool stuff to give you. More meat, okay. We actually... No, wait, hang on. We actually use this well for water, so please don't throw me into it. Oh, I get it. Nice gazebo. The sign reads, Sandwich Gazebo, Vagrants Not Welcome. That's not very friendly. Traces of strange plant matter in these tubs prove that they were used for brewing all kinds of horrible potions. Sandwich's church also served as an Ursat's town hall, courtroom, racquetball court, and dark sorcery place. Hang on. Shame it isn't a nicer day for a walk. It's pretty peaceful around here by and large. It's so peaceful, I'm about to cast a kitten. You'll... What? Listen up, Buttercup. If I don't typewrite something soon, I'll go off my nut. Well, I'll take that under advisement. This girl just wants to shoot people. In 1692, the inhabitants of Sandwich were executed in the witch trials that were popular at the time, as evidenced by this old signpost announcing one such trial. Oh, hang on. This sign is written in rough black wax. Today is the trial of Patricia Williams, who stands accused. The rest of the sign is too weathered and decayed to read. There's something up. There's something up here. Huh. The altar where the town's witches perform their horrifying sacrifices. Note the bloodstains. An old and dilapidated church altar. There are some brown splotches on the corner that could possibly be bloodstains. Okay. I'm starting to think these witches weren't actually witching it up. The wealthy Proctor family owned the biggest and most conveniently toilet-adjacent house in the village. Ooh. Sandwich boasted the county's very first tripartite outhouse. Please do not attempt to use it. It is very old. We're going back to 1692, huh? Yeah. Exactly where I want to be. 1692 Salem. Yep. This chessboard has clearly been left out on display as an allegory for the battle between good and evil. Black is winning, representing a warning for all good-hearted people to be vigilant against the encroaching forces of darkness. Oh boy. These dried fronds are of no historical significance. You're not fond of this plant. This Attis appears to depict several important ancestors of the Proctor family line, though due to the low resolution of embroidery used at the time, it's impossible to discern exactly who. Oh man, they should get some more pixels for this embroidery. It has been pointed out to us that this arras is unlikely to have been manufactured in the capital of the Pas-de-Calais department of northern France, and therefore it is merely a sparkling tapestry. Oh, Jesus. According to country records, these were the most expensive stairs in the county. They go up a full 1.5 floors. There's no plaque on this table. It must have always been boring. Stairs to the 2.5 floor? Oh my god, there's a fucking... these stairs just keep going until they hit the wall. Seems like rich people have just always had weird taste. Yeah, I guess so. There's some weird shit people have put together just because they have too much fucking money. The upstairs rooms are off limits while we catalog the contents. Please pardon our dust. This bedroom was traditionally given to servants, as it was felt by the Proctors that it would be less of a tragedy if they got up in the middle of the night and fell down the stairwell. This Proctor's bedroom is especially off limits while we figure out how to deal with the strange mold we found behind the wallpaper. Mold? I want to get mold. Is that a reference to the yellow wallpaper? The mold thing? Mr. Proctor's bedroom, home to the county's most extensive collection of cravats. This was the bedroom of Peter Proctor, the only child of Nicholas and Abigail Proctor. This was the Proctor spare room, where they kept spares of all the expensive things they owned. This room is not part of the tour, and is also not part of the house. What? Okay. God, my ass is going to be so clean when I'm done with this. A more modern convenience has been provided for your modern convenience. Avail yourself of it. Huh, all 3 doors go to the same place. 1 toilet, 0 privacy. 20 XP, hell yeah. This facility has 3 sinks, and this is one of them. They made a triple outhouse with 1 toilet and 3 sinks. What a time we live in. This leads to a little cemetery behind the church. Hell yeah. Hang on. I've got 3 meat worth of fish, which is not a lot. How much XP do I have? 84. I can pick up one of these. I can pick up some hot armor. Or I can pick up more magical damage. How painful would it be to save up another 66 XP? Because I kind of want to get the XP stuff early, so that I can like maximize my gains, you know. Peter Proctor, born 1680, died 1692. He was a duty head until the very end. I respect it. Just Proctor, you know, there was you just got 20 there. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, that was from the toilet. I think toilet XP is like special, you know? Like it seems to be a higher breed of XP drop than normal, you know? This tombstone is engraved with hobo code. The code reads hollow tombstone, possible treasure. You check inside the stone and there is indeed some treasure. Got Satchel's lucky hat. Oh. 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 Is that worth the... It provides no... that's a grinding hat. That's for later. Proctor, our town founder, born 1582, died 1644. He died at 62, okay. Okay, I am keeping that hat for in case I just randomly decide to just start stacking meat. Like, just go out and start fighting random people. Oh, Mary Ann Putnam, born 1632, died 1688. The tombstone is covered in lichen. Or lichen. You tickle the grave lichen and collect its mournful giggles. Okay. 3 Eldritch Miss, 5 XP. Welcome to Sandwich Cemetery. Please be respectful of the graves. Also, check out how many of them were terrifying witches who were executed in the witch trials of 1692. These people weren't that old. This girl was just 11. It's messed up. Alright, I guess that's everything. I haven't found a side quest yet, so I guess that's all we're doing for right now. We'll probably come back to this place. Yeah, we'll probably come back. Oh, fairies. You hear some growling and shrieking and laughing nearby, and despite it being a bad idea because it's probably more of those horrible fairies, you decide to check it out. It does in fact turn out to be more of those horrible fairies. These ones are tormenting a badger, which is backed up into a shallow burrow and frantically swatting at them as they poke at it with little knives. Holy shit. Just as you're starting to back away, grateful that they haven't noticed you, you step on a dry twig. It cracks noisily, and the fairies all turn around. Dang it, twig. Alright. What the fuck? Fairy Wackadoo blasts everyone on the battlefield for 6 physical damage. Oh, Jesus. Either going to heal everyone on the battlefield by 6 HP or deal 6 damage to them. Alright. Fairy Mush Tender intends to conjure up a mushling to assist him in beating you up. Fairy Exploder intends to explode, dealing 4 hot damage to your entire party. Okay. Alright, plan. I'm gonna Parm Missile the Exploder here. Oh, that wasn't a lot. I'm going to smack this guy with some sense damage. Actually, how much damage does my thing do? 10 damage? Alright. Take him out. He has 9. Oh! Okay. Molly does damage indiscriminately. Noted. Oh, the fairy kills itself. Okay. Scorched Earth tactics. And then, okay. Alright, I took out one fairy and the other 2 took themselves out. I'll take it. You won! The badger seems grateful, or at least as grateful as a badger can seem, which isn't very much to be honest. Fairy loot makes up the difference, however. I got a skull wand. This tiny wand is tipped with a fairy skull, which is like a human skull, except it's only about an inch in diameter. Dark. Holy cow. Yeah, an item. Fairy knife. This knife is too small for you to get a good grip on with your big, clumsy hands. Causes target to bleed for 3. Gun parts. Some loose bits of gun. Make any weapon into a gun, which will use your moxie to determine its state. Can I make a tong gun? A tongy gun? Bert the Turd grows stronger. Alright, we're in the fairy lair. This mess of twigs and sap is a fairy nest. You fumble blindly in the nest, you find a knife. You pull the knife out of your hand, flesh, and stick it in your pocket. Alright, let's take out these fucking... Let's take... Oh god, bad start. Hang on, let's heal myself. Yes, infused. Fairy Twig Thumper tends to thump Bert the Turtle with a twig, dealing 9 physical damage. God damn. jab me for 7, and we'll do 4 damage to everyone. These guys are tough. Holy cow. Okay, I do... How much damage? I do 10 damage to that guy. It's 5 stench. No one has particularly big brains that I can melt, regrettably. That's 3 damage to 3 different enemies at random. What does Stilton Splatter look like? Amazing. Okay. I'm gonna take this guy out because he does a lot of damage. Ouch. I'm not sure how I feel about Molly so far, because she does like indiscriminate damage, which is honestly kind of troublesome. Okay, thank you. I like panic for a second there, because if the ring hit me, I would have lost. You showed those fairies who's bigger and tougher than a fairy. Got more stuff that I can sell. The turret continues to gain power. Another fairy nest. I got a hand injury. This nest contains nothing but garbage and a mouse trap which snaps shut on your hand. Oh, low on battery. Okay. Huh. Wait, hang on. Huh, there are a lot of fairies guarding that nest. Must be something good inside. Okay, that might be a little tough. How much do I got? 105. Oof. Oof. More belligerent fairies. Not more belligerent than usual, there's just more of them. That's a gun. I think my turtle likes Molly. Ah, goddammit. Zeus! Okay. Might need to use an item for something. Got some extra lunch here. 4 physical damage. Splort? That's a word they're using. The Doglob splorts people. Outstanding. 5 sleeves damage. Lee. We can splort this guy. Yeah, that was a splort, alright. And then hit him with the Swiss. That's 1 down. Anything here have high mysticality? There's that thing. Oh yeah, we can take out the gun mother right away by cooking her brain. Excellent. Like we tong that guy. There we go. Easy. And then the last guy, we're just gonna shoot him with a gun. Outstanding. Hey, we're fully healed. Oh, brutal. It's me, I'm the fairiest. I'm the fastest and the fairiest. Wow, this thing is horrible. Must be meant to scare humans away. Take it back to your room. Wait, seriously? You want to take this obviously evil, obviously extremely ugly statue back to your room? The room where you sleep? Yes. You're not going to be able to drag it out if you're with the fairies still running loose in the area. Ah. Yet another fairy nest. Whoa! This must be the home of one of the wealthier fairy families. 180 fucking meat. Holy shit. Good lord, indeed. These fairies have a lot of meat. I'm kind of concerned. That gun sound is extremely violent. Not the turtle! Come on, Zeus. Alright, let's melt the 2 gun mothers. I fucking love this. I'm not using the nuke yet. Were you here when I picked up a nuclear bomb, Kurt? I made it. I just put some goop in a grenade, and now I've got a nuclear bomb. It's that easy. Oh, hey, we can throw a knife at this guy. Outstanding. It's dead. Ouch. Thong. I do love the lightning ring. I love the extra. Oh, I got my knife got refunded. I love the extra chaos that it brings to combat. You won. Access to that undoubtedly wonderful nest is now yours. I am vibrating with nest-related excitement. How much XP do I have? 123. We're getting there, boys. Another fairy nest. What horrors must wait within? Curious. The inside is totally overgrown with sweat moss. It's uncomfortably warm and uncomfortably moist. It's dank, one could say. Scrape it out. You collect all of the useful ingredients from the sweat moss. Now go wash your hands. I got phlogistic resin. Of all the debunked theories of how fire works, this one is the one we've all agreed to pretend is true. You also got a fustulent grolch, which we have received before. That's a lot of fairies. There are a lot of fairies guarding that nest. Must be something good inside. Sure. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, maybe not so much. Why are these things so fast? Oh, excellent. Good start. There's a gun mother, right? Yeah, we can melt her. Anything else with high mysticality? There's the exploder, bush tender, big thumper, the wackadoo. Who do we take out? This one's gonna fucking annihilate my turtle. Bush tender is going to summon something which I do not want to see. I guess we'll take out the bush tender. I think generally you should take out the summoner first thing you can in games like these. Ouch. Amazing. I think. Shrug. Okay. Okay. Cool. The lightning ring's making me nervous. I'm spending too much time in this game, like with less than 10 health. You pick through the pile of loose twigs and wings and limbs to see if the fairies have had anything worth taking. 2 fairy cakes. To a fairy, this is a huge birthday cake. To you, it's a grisly reminder that you killed a fairy on its birthday. Increases your mysticality by 1 and the damage of your magical weapon attacks by 2. Ooh. And birthday turn becomes more powerful. Eat that. You eat the fairy cake in half a bite. Caked with magic. That little cake had some big magic in it, but it's wholly delicious. This game's outstanding. This better be worth it. Reach inside the nest. Hey, a ring. One of those fairies was probably using it as a crown. Brain coral ring. Oh my god. A ring carved from a chunk of endangered coral. It wasn't endangered at the time of the carving. It became endangered later as a result of how much similar carving was done. That's a ring. But it would replace the thunder ring. I do like Mind Melt a lot. I think. Yeah, I think we'll keep Zeus around for right now. Might equip that ring later when 10 HP or like becomes like a isn't as decisive, I guess. That's pretty quick. Your meandering hike takes you near the lake, which may not have been reflected in the map display, but you'll just have to suspend your disbelief on that one. It was actually pretty accurate. Molly picks up a flat stone and skims it expertly across the water. Nice one. Thanks. Hey, Buck, how big a rock do you think you can chuck? Raw muscle isn't exactly my forte, but I guess I do alright. You pick up a fist-sized rock and pitch it into the lake with a splash. A loud plonk falls close behind, and you turn to see Molly picking up a softball-sized rock with a grin. That's impressive. I may look like a girly girl, but my Tommy's got a kick like a mule. Gotta keep the rust off of these pistons, you know? Is Tommy your boyfriend? That sounds kind of... My girlfriend's name is Nancy. Oh, progressive. Tommy is short for M1921 Thompson submachine gun. Oh, right. I knew that. She heaves another large rock into the lake. You try your best to match her, but it's not much of a contest. Molly's muscle increases by 1. Continue. This what-do-you-call-it is huge. Damn. Very clever. There's a lot of lake water in this pipe. I like how we're at the lake and we've gone fishing multiple times and none of it was in the actual fucking lake. I caught a cobbler's scrod, whatever that is. Caught a split-tailed grieber. You got a tainted grundler. Okay. A lot of words I don't understand. Got the Graxton valve. The valve is held in place by decades of corrosion. Even if you could detach it, you'd get wrecked in the process. Harvest some goo. More fustulent gulches. I like it. There's a hobo code next to this pipe. Translate it. The code reads meat hidden in pipe. Ooh! You reach into the pipe and snag the concealed and congealed wealth. Dude, this meat must smell awful. Another one of those time doors. Let's hope that repeated exposure to these isn't going to give your ancestors cancer. I'm gonna do something really quick. Take the bus stop. We're gonna head back to Ocean City real quick. I want to head to Snackle Mills and do something. Oh shit. Molly notices some tin cans scattered in an alley and stops to stack them into a pyramid. Let's do some bean shooter practice. Every little bit helps, and anyway, my finger's getting itchy. Seems like maybe we shouldn't be shooting guns in the middle of a city? Nah, baloney. It's copacetic. The fuzz here ain't worth a plugged nickel. And who else is gonna raise a beef when we're clearly healed? I'll take your word for it as soon as I figure out what it was. The two of you take turns shooting at the cans until you run out of cans. Alright. This is our arcane stove, right? Arcane oven. We're gonna make it. I am about to bake myself a child. You carefully follow the recipe and whip up a little dough baby. Give it a name. Kurt? Kurt, do you have a suggestion? I'm thinking Bill's Purry, but you know, we could I'm open to suggestions. How about Muffin Man? Muffin Man's good. We'll go with Muffin Manlet, because he's not quite a man yet. Like, he was just created. You know what I mean? Muffin Manlet the dough baby. Look at him. You made a friend! Heals its owner. Cool. Let's go. He is fresh out of the oven. Alright, muscle 2, mysticality 2. Well, he doesn't have nearly the health that Bert the Turt does. A turtle is like a slow bandage. I do like Muffin. I do like our little dough baby though, because he's cooking themed, and maybe we can continue with that. Hang on. We've got... Okay, so we're gonna head over to the dam. I've been playing for about 2.5 hours, and I do have to get up kind of early tomorrow. So you see a familiar-looking person heading towards you on the path. As they get near, you realize that the reason he looks so familiar is because he looks exactly like you. Greet him. Hi, are you a clone, or is this a time paradox, or what? Turns out it's a time paradox, I guess. Wow. Crazy. I agree. High five. Wish him luck. Okay, well, I should be going. Yeah, me too. Good luck. Yeah, me too. I'll have to remember that one. You did. Continue on. Alright, anywho, since we've got like a, oh wait. A beautiful flower stands in defiance of the reining in of nature. Smell it. It smells as good as it looks. Alright, so it looks like we've got a time door ahead of us, and we that means we're going to be heading into some freaky stuff. So for right now, I think we're gonna call it for today. I'm having a great time. I hope you guys did too. I'm definitely gonna stick with this thing through the end. So I hope you guys can look forward to me playing more of it in the upcoming weeks. I also think we might be chugging along pretty quickly through it, because if I recall, West of Loathing had 3 sections. West of Loathing had 3 sections, so I'm expecting this thing to have maybe 3 chapters and an epilogue, but I could be wrong. It could be longer, I'm not sure. Anywho, as it stands, I'm having a great fucking time so far, so I am most definitely going to play this game next week. On Saturday, I believe we're playing... Oh, we're playing Pentiment, I think, if I can. I haven't double-checked if I can like buy and download that game yet, but I think it should be available. And that game I'm also looking forward to. That's a game by Obsidian Entertainment, who are known for making some really good RPGs, and it's apparently like it's like a mystery that takes place in like I think 1500s Bavaria, and so that's gonna be pretty different from what we've been playing so far. I've been playing like a lot of modern stuff than this, so hope maybe you guys can look forward to that. And we will be continuing Final Fantasy XII on Sunday. So we've got 1 long form playthrough that we're continuing with, and 2 shorter games. I'm anticipating Pentiment to be pretty shorter, or to be like fairly completable. Maybe like a little bit longer than this game, but who knows. Anywho, with that said, once again, thank you for watching. Hopefully, maybe I see some of you guys again soon, and I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your week and a fabulous weekend after that. All right, goodbye.